Good morning, everybody. This is Joey, the HPTCG guy, joined today by the VV Theory, and we have our Pro Circuit Round 1 tournament. I have been so excited for this one, guys. This one is a last-minute tournament because I had an emergency over here in Vegas. Things have not been going well, but I'm excited we finally got to do this. And VV Theory, do you want to start yapping away while I fix all of the round information?
Absolutely. So first of all, what's up, guys? Thank y'all for hopping in here, hanging out with us, watching this awesome, this really cool setup we got here. And just to kind of talk about what we're looking at so far, we've got a Lucci versus Gecko Moria matchup. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Gecko Moria, even in OP07. This leader obviously is powerful. Okay. We know how strong it is from OP06, but the cards that make it powerful are, for example, cards like Gecko Moria, the 8-cost character. And because of that, this deck is staying relevant. Now, it's not seeing as many placements as it used to because there are other options available in the format, like the Lucci we're going to be seeing as well. But it's so strong just inherently with the ability to cheat out characters from your trash, getting that recursion, that extra value from the trash in so many different ways, right? The leader can do it and the 8-cost character can do it. And as far as it's hard to say who has the advantage here for me, because I think it will come down to, because I think they both are going to be running Sabo. I wonder how many of them teched against Black Yellow Luffy, because that will actually play a pivotal role in this matchup, being able to trash cards like Sabo or cards like Borsalino. Okay, and here.
I was gonna say I'm all finished now. Yeah. So to follow up with your analysis about the who wins versus Lucci versus Gecko, I do think Gecko is so much more consistent, but Lucci is so much more powerful on the top end. It really just depends, because if the game goes on long enough, our Gecko player is going to have way more access to, obviously, the big guy, which is Gecko. And if that's the case, then he's going to win the game. But Lucci is so good at removing everything on curve, and it has 5 life, something Sakazuki just did not have access to. So, with the extra, allotted time that Lucci has inherently by being a 5-life leader, I do think he has enough time and enough removal to completely destroy Gecko. But it can also be very one-sided because, like I said, it is not a very consistent deck.
Right, and who's going first? You know what I mean? That's also a pretty relevant thing there, because Gecko just loves going first. I'll just smack you, and I'll smack your hand with Perona if they get that. It's not always set in stone. But, man, that kind of start can be so crippling for the rest of the game.
Absolutely. And Small Hat Crew says, I think Gecko takes it. Gimbal Lock said, good luck all. I hope I can join the next one. Yeah, a lot of people wanted to join this one. We had some a lot of last minute cancellations, a lot of dates, or this date just didn't work with people, with a lot of people that played in the last one. So the last one, we had about 40 signups and we had about 35 people that played in it. This one we had 19 signups and only 12 people can play in this one, because it was a last minute thing. Like I said, I had to do an emergency move here in Vegas, so 2 days before the tournament was supposed to start, I had to change it, unfortunately. But I'm hoping August one will be so much better. What we want to do, guys, for this tournament right here is we want not only MoonLight TCG to be the most player first, player driven website possible, but we also want it to be very generous when it comes to prize support. And obviously we need you guys' help to do that. And I'm hoping that not only this tournament is a fun showing of some of the best players in the game, competing at a high level, but also just having a good time in general. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And everyone said that the people that were in this tournament were just it was a good vibe. So first start out with a Sindri. So Sindri's gonna mill, what is that? It's a
brand new
Suru, Ice Age, brand new, and a Helmeppo, looks like. Wow.
Yeah.
Not exactly what you want to start out with. Oop. Sorry about that. Guys, we're going to put a little background music in the game after round 1, but I can't click on another tab while I'm streaming the game, so we'll have to deal with that. So looks like Spandam's going to discard a Brook, and what was that? I didn't see it. Did you catch that?
It was I did not see it. Okay, and he's hitting another Spandam.
Yeah.
He's
So
going to get a
two
Tempest Kick and
Rebecca's
2
gone.
Rebecca's. Yeah.
So I will say, Rebecca being gone, or 2 Rebecca's gone, most decks are playing anywhere from 3 to 4. It is, Chris wants to hop on commentary. Yeah, Chris, after this, we'll invite you to the call, right?
Man.
If you're cool with that, James?
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool,
please.
Cool. Yeah. After this round, we'll let you hop on the call, Chris. But yeah. So I do think Rebecca is a huge piece that is missing. Like once it's gone with Lucci, it's really hard to bring it back, except for with the value Gecko. Which if you're going to be playing Lucci, I don't think the value Gecko is that good, because the value Gecko is just very subpar. All it does is bring back a 2K, like a 2K character, which is Spandam, and then a blocker, which is Rebecca. Both are very easy to deal with, or you could ignore. Whereas like a value Gecko in Gecko Moria, you can bring back a Hogback, you can bring back a brand new, and that's just so much more powerful. So I feel like Rebecca being gone is a very bad sign. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, especially this early. Like, of course, he will be able to grab it back later with the Gecko, like we're talking about. But it would have been nice to just get that value up front, and be able to cheat out a card, be able to get some tempo back in that way. But the one thing that is definitely going in the Lucci player's favor right now is there was no turn 2 follow up with Perona. It's just a Hogback. And I'm trying to remember what he even got. I don't even know if he got anything back. Did he get anything back? I don't think he did.
I was reading the chat.
Yeah, me too. I missed it. I
Sorry,
missed it as well. But I don't think he did, though, because when you look at his trash, he's got the 2 cards, the 5 from Sindri and the 2 from, playing out the Hogback. Like, look, and he still doesn't have any Thriller Bark cards in his trash, by the way. A Brook and another Subaru. Now he finally got an Absalom. So he did get an Absalom in trash, and he's going to get an Isho and a Kuzan in trash as well. Man, just a very strange, set of events here where he's just not getting any of his Thriller Bark cards in his trash. Very strange.
Hey, Vivi, just take over the stream real quick while I fix something on the back end.
Yep, you got it. So, guys, like I was saying, the player on the bottom, the Gecko Moria, has no Thriller Bark targets in his trash whatsoever. None of them. Now, he might have some in hand, of course. We know he more than likely, hey, if he's got 10 cards, or what is that, 8 cards in his trash, or 7, I think it might be, and he has no Thriller Barks in there, then he's bound to have some either in life or in hand at this point, statistically. But who knows? There's this thing called luck, right? This is a TCG. Now, the Lucci player's turn here, it looks like he's going to swing for 5. Okay, or he's thinking about it. He's thinking about what to do here. He's asking what's in the trash, it looks like, because I see them, adjusting, what's going on there. But it looks like the Lucci player's Dawn is all tapped. Okay, so what's going on? I didn't see what he played. Was there some type of? I wonder if it was like a Shigan finger pistol or something like that. But I don't think so. But all of his Dawn is tapped, which is really strange. So let's see what happens here. Okay, he takes it, no trigger. Or no, excuse me. He's thinking about countering out. Does a 2K counter, gets a Sindri in the trash. That's fine. I'm surprised he didn't want to play that earlier. Maybe he just drew it for the, from that most recent turn. And he has 3 cards in hand. The Gecko Moria only has 3 cards in hand. And this is like one of the inherent weaknesses of the deck. Whereas like it has tons of strengths, right? The pros are it can recur from trash. It has, characters that even get stuff from trash like Gecko Moria, the 8 cost to get so much value. But then on top of that, it's like if he doesn't, like he's going to have a low hand size and that gives him less options. But that does allow him to kind of, like, how do I say this? He's going to want to take life, right? He's going to want to take life here to draw up some cards, but that, it becomes a gamble. Okay, so let's see what the Lucci player does here. We're just waiting for them to make a decision here. They swung for 5. There was a 2K counter to get out of it. It's 4 life to 4 life, but notice the board difference. The Gecko Moria has got a Hogback and an Absalom. It has a Sindri and a Helmeppo as well. Those are not irrelevant, but they're also not anything crazy. Okay, so we see a 6 Dawn play from the Lucci, dropping down the 6 cost Brook to trash the Hogback. Obviously, he doesn't want to give him the Absalom recursion in the trash. Giving him back Hogback when there are no relevant targets is definitely the right call here. But we'll have to see what happens. He might have, the Gecko Moria player might have a Gecko Moria in hand that he'll be able to trash this turn to get back the Hogback to the field for tempo with the leader effect, and then get back the Gecko he just put there. So there are some options. There's a lot that can happen in this situation. So now we just have to see. As far as like, I think this is still any player's game. I definitely, I don't think this is like Lucci is pulling ahead or Gecko's pulling ahead. I still think this is very much any player's game here.
Okay, I'm back in this. Yeah, so I don't think a great sign was him playing Lucci just off the bat like a couple minutes ago. I don't really like that play with Lucci. I think
Playing Brook. Yeah.
No. With this, I'm saying the 4-cost Lucci on curve. He didn't kill the hogback either with it.
I see what you're saying.
I think Lucci is a very reactionary deck. It's a very reactive deck, and if you're using your pieces in hand, unless you had multiple Luccis, I don't think it's necessarily great to establish a character because the deck has no way of actually generating card advantage. So I would rather do, honestly, like, you know, 6 with what is it called? 6 with the Spandam, 5 with my leader, rather than just play the Lucci, because I feel like once you're missing pieces, once you get those pieces out of hand, it's so unlikely because your top end is not searchable for you to actually get them back. The Brook right here, what did the Brook kill? The Brook killed the hogback?
Yeah, trash the hogback.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I do think depending on the late game, I think that's what determines this game. Depending on the late game, who wins this game. Now, obviously, like we said, Gecko does have more access to consistent Gecko Morias, but Lucci his Gecko Morias just go so much further. They go such a long way, you know?
Absolutely. And I'm assuming he's playing the stage in Lucci, right? You just do that nowadays. And we have not seen the stage yet, which is not ideal. But were you saying earlier that he had a Lucci? Because I didn't see when he got the Lucci. I missed that.
So he on 4 Dawn played the Lucci and then didn't kill the hogback because he felt like it was a waste, which I could understand, especially if he has Tempest Kick in hand and he's waiting to use it on Gecko. That is not a good sign, though. He used the Brook already, and then he plays the Borsalino after. That is definitely not what you want to see as a Lucci player, because most Lucci players only play 2 Brooks anyway, because the deck plays so many dead cards being cards with no counter.
Right, bricks, dead cards. Yeah, exactly. And, Gecko's going to follow up with the hogback turn plus the Borsalino. He's just kind of making the board wide and saying, hey, like you said, he's making the Lucci do something. Like, hey, what are you going to do now?
Yeah, and look at this. Now he has Absalom, he has hogback. Absalom's likely to die this turn. However, it can just get recurred. He swings 5 into the Absalom. It gets free blocked by the Borsalino. I really like this. I really like how we can actually commentate good people playing the game, because when I watch regionals sometimes, until we get to round like 5 or 6, like it's just a slog. And even then, there's some crazy bad plays coming up pretty soon. So he calls his bluff. He goes, you're attacking 5 into the Absalom. I'm going to free block right here. Do you want to put 2 Dawn on this Brook? It looks like he's debating it. He has the 2 Dawn up right here. Yep. Depending on how many cards Gecko has, that's totally fine as well. The thing
I
is,
believe
guys,
he has 4.
Okay. The thing is, guys, if you are, and he can just bring that back off Gecko, which is totally fine. Basically, it blocked twice. If you are this Gecko player, you'll realize that your opponent, whenever he has to invest a lot of Dawn into attacking over your Borsalino, a lot of the time, it looks like he's going to be a Lucci play. He just Tempest Kicks.
Yeah.
He probably lowered the hogback. And is gonna pop that. No, he lowers the Absalom.
I think he did both. I think he did 3 with the Tempest Kick on the hogback, and the 1 was to Absalom from the leader attack.
Okay, interesting. Okay, another Tempest Kick. So he's wasting that on both of the little guys right there. So he must be running kind of low on options. So he's gonna Lucci right here for sure.
And there's the Lucci. Yeah.
We got some people in the chat. Mellow Vision, what's up, Mellow? He says Small Hat Crew is goated. Yeah, Small Hat Crew is absolutely goated. I love them, dude. I love them. Then Sack said, yeah, I'm okay. Oda's in here actually. So the maker of One Piece in the chat.
Let's go.
Yeah, look at that. A little bit of a lag right here. I'm not sure if that was me or just like the stream in general. But yeah, so now here, he taps 8 Dawn immediately. Here's a Gecko. No, an Isho coming out. Oh man. Does he have 6 cards in hand though? He has 5 cards in hand. It's still nice to establish a body, I think, though. Oh wait.
Oh no, I think he does. I think he does have 6.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly 6. Oof.
Oh, that's rough.
I like when they roll the dice in this case. It's like roll the dice twice and like whatever the number is, like trash those 2. A Gecko. Oh no. Trash is a Gecko.
That's.
It's another
Gecko. My God.
No.
No. Holy smokes.
That was the highest value show in the world.
Oh my god. That is insane, dude. That's okay. Now I would say this is an 80-10 matchup. This is an 80-10 matchup now. He is the king of snipers. He is Soga King, bro. He is Soga King. My dog right here is coming up to me because I got so excited. That is crazy, bro. Read the chat right now. Wild. The chat says ban Isho, scoop up, go to game 2. Isho's goated. Oh my god.
Game over. Oh, man. Ban Isho.
Ridiculous.
Oh, that was crazy. That's right. Ryan's gonna have a third Gecko here, dude.
Guitar dude said it's Jover. Mr. President, Aseko Moria just hit the trash. Too soon, bro. Too soon, bro. Oh my god, bro. That is insane, bro.
Oh man, I cannot believe. I mean, watch that. Watch our Lucci player have another Gecko in hand. That's.
Armday said Ryan plays 6 Geckos, so he's fine. Guys, funny story. The top player playing Lucci. There's a picture. He used to go to my locals back in Florida, and there's a picture of him with 6 geckos in his deck because he was like not caught, but he was like changing decks to help a friend like with a certain matchup, and then they posted it on the Discord with like no context, and I was like, I knew it. This guy always draws Gecko when he plays me, bro. He would drop like 4 geckos in a Sokka mirror, and I'm like, all right, bro, like you got it like that. There's nothing I could do, but so like for the rest of the time I've known him, I'm like, okay, bro, you're a little cheater, bro. Let me see your deck real quick before we start this tournament game.
Yeah. Deck count. Judge.
Okay, yeah. So so I will say Isho coming out definitely in some cases. Baxter, go lay down, buddy. Go lay down. Come on, up here. Sorry about that. Isho coming down in some cases is even more devastating than a Gecko Moria, even a value Gecko, because ripping 2 cards out of your opponent's hand, putting them down to 4 cards is just such a massive thing. And our Lucci player is like, unless he has another Gecko, which, I mean, if he plays 6 of them, of course, he might have another one. He's just kind of down in the dirt right now. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe, hey, the new answer because of this insane Isho meta is you tech hogbacks in your Lucci. That's the only answer I can think of. That's gotta be the way moving
the hogback in the Lucci, bro. I absolutely love it.
Absolutely. It's actually like decent as a 1 of. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I was running as a 1 of.
Yeah, 2. I like it as a 1 or a 2 for sure.
Yeah.
So I thought that was the Gecko coming out. So 2 6Ks, 2 6Ks and a 5K. A Brook comes out, KOs the Sindri. Okay, that's not really the one we want to prioritize. Is this a Moncherie? Interesting.
Moncherie. Wow.
With 4 Dawn left, so it's gonna be a Moncherie into a Rebecca, probably. Now, what this could do, well, if he has another Gecko, though, that's a big problem.
Dude, if you're saying the Gecko player,
he's gonna put the 2 geckos. Yeah, I'm saying if the Gecko player has another big piece of top end that can KO the Moncherie, then this is a big problem. But he could get back the Rebecca here from his trash. He has 4 Dawn left, which I assume he's gonna do. Rebecca can get back, probably like a Lucci, something like that, and that could help him get to a good part of the game. But his board is so fragile right now because he got his hand ripped. He has low hand size. The Isho is automatically killing one of these guys for free, right? And it's probably going to be the Brook, of course. And then with the 8K attack, you can not only swing into the Lucci. Oh, he gets a Sabo. I guess he had 5 Dawn up. But so the like I said, the Isho automatically killing the Brook. 8K attack is likely to kill the Lucci on top of him bringing back a Thriller Bark card, which is, not only going to take away, Lucci's board, but he's going to have, another character on board. It's just so much value. Gecko is such a value deck, whereas Lucci's such a high roll deck, and he only has 2 cards in hand. So even a 7K, even a 6K attack into one of these characters is likely to kill it. But they are protected by Sabo, so even if he does have another Gecko, the best he can do is value Gecko, which is still obviously really good.
And they're running off fumes right now. Like 3 players in the Gecko's hands, three cards in the Gecko's hands, 2 cards, 3 players. Yeah. And then 2 cards in the Lucci's hands. Like they're running off vapors right now, man.
The players in his hand is like, all right, you should do this turn. He's like, no, don't listen to that guy. You should do this. It's like the devil on your shoulder.
Yeah, we see like 3 sets of shoes behind him, like all standing above him. No, in this situation, the devil's advocate, man.
I remember, if you guys aren't in the OPOG's Discord, Heart Pirates CCG YouTube Discord, I remember one time we were doing just a regular sim game for fun, and we had like 5 people with cereal cards like telling this guy what to do. And this guy this guy had like the wisdom of like the avatars. Like all the avatars that came before him, he ended up destroying the random sim player. And like it was like that guy had the knowledge of 1,000 people.
1,000 years of knowledge across 5 people. Yeah. You love to see that.
Yeah, hilarious, dude. Hilarious. What do you do here as a Gecko player? 5 into so 5 gets the Moncherie gone.
Okay, Gecko for sure. Gecko. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so Gecko is definitely going to be a value Gecko. Going to probably bring back the Hog back and a brand new, or Rebecca and a Helmeppo. Why not the brand new?
Well, and he just played Sabo this turn.
Everything's Sabo protected. So this could be a big misplay right here. Ooh. That is rough. Yeah, he's pointing to the Sabo right here.
Well, I mean, that's one you just got to take on the chin.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Like, okay, your turn. Yep. 2 Dawn active. That's strange. I wonder, are we about to see some barrier tech, dude? Do we got 2 barriers in hand? Surely not, right? Surely not. Barrier, though, is actually now, Barrier might be able to work in Lucci going forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, that card gets so many cards to the trash so quickly. A 1 cost 4K in black. And I think, what's the trigger on Barriers? Like, draw 2, trash 1 or something? I looked it up right now.
Did you say Barrier?
Barrier, dude. Like, the black Dress Rosa card.
Hey, if my opponent plays Barrier, bro, I'm just going to scoop right then and there.
You got to scoop, dude. Yeah.
Bro, play Rad Beam in Gecko.
Bro, yeah, I'm talking about maybe even in Lucci.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
I think it's 10 or more, or is it 15 or more?
It's 15. 15 or more, you get to 4K, and the triggers draw 2, trash 1, dude.
Nah, bro, I'm not playing no Barrier.
Bro, after this day, watch, you're gonna see nothing but barriers. Nothing but barriers at the top table.
Yo, Slat, it's coming, bro. In the comments, the Perona is coming. It was not one of the most highly requested master classes, so it was one of the ones I was saving for last. But the Perona video is definitely coming, so just stay tuned for that one right there. Yeah, Perona's not as popular as I thought. I had a massive crush on Perona when I was like 12 years old, and now me at almost 20. Guys, my birthday's tomorrow, by the way. Now me almost being 26 years old, an old man, my hairline being 40 years old. I still have a crush on Perona. So,
bro, 26,
yeah.
Ancient, dude. Ancient.
Yeah, dude. I'm getting ready for retirement. I'm getting ready to figure out what home I'm going into. I'd like a retirement home with a little bit of with like some window light. I'd like some baddie grandmas in there. Dude,
grannies with cake.
Oh,
am I right?
My god, bro. Dude, I want to just rip off their diaper.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean, when you're old, anything goes, buddy. When you're old, anything goes.
Take what I can get, bro.
Dude, was like Universe said, big mom baddies. Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
All day, every day. He gets it.
Because they know how to cook, bro. They know how to cook.
They know how to cook.
Bro, I'll be getting that pot roast. Okay, so five into life. Go ahead and pop. I believe it's the Rebecca, because you've got Kaku to minus the Rebecca to 3. He's probably swung 5 into the, what is it called? 5 into the Brook, and then he blocked it. This is a huge turn, by the way, because he has 3 life left, so he actually has a huge barrier to prevent the Gecko player from going for lethal. And he can clear both the Brook, and he can't clear the Sabo. I'm sorry, the Isho. But if he does get rid of this card to protect the Brook, then he can clear the Isho because he has 5 Dawn left, which is just obviously 3 Dawn with Lucci, the character, and then he just cracks the Isho. So you cannot save this this Brook right here. Or if he's attacking into life, you can't risk it. So 5 into life, he's gonna go ahead and probably take it, right? So he's not gonna kill the Brook, it looks like, unless he doesn't care about the Brook because he has 5 Dawn. He's gonna play a Sabo.
Yeah.
So he doesn't care about the Brook because he's just going to play over he's going to play over his own Brook, keep the 5k Kaku on the board just as a lethal target the next turn to force him to attack into it. And then he's going to play Sabo to protect the Rebecca. And then he has another Sabo that's protected as well. So this is absolutely huge. So he's going to go 6 into life. He's going to put him on a clock. So, he's going to take it. So maybe he's trying to bait him into going for games because this could be an 11k attack right here. But in my opinion, I think you should just play the Sabo. There's no reason to risk it right here. He has 4 cards in hand. There's no way you lose, basically. Oh, no, he has 1 life left. Disregard. So he's going to attack with the Sabo. Okay, so he's going to take that one too. Okay, so he's going to go to 0. I don't necessarily agree with that, but he's going to...
He must have a bricked hand.
Oh, he's going to play the Kaku.
Whoa, Kaku. Okay. Interesting.
Interesting.
Got to put 2 CP cards back. Okay, gets the Spandine and the Kaku.
Okay, so I don't necessarily like that because now there is a chance for him to get lethal depending on the situation. He can get rid of the Rebecca somehow. He only has 1 card in hand, so if he could, if the first attack from Helmeppo does go through, he could math him out later. So I think attacking with that Sabo was just a little bit greedy because if he has some way of cheaply removing the Hina, like for example Ice Age plus Brook or Ice Age Absalom, it's Hina. Okay, so
there's Hina.
Yep. So I think he's gonna go for it here, but he does have to attack with the Helmeppo. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, the Gecko first if he is gonna get rid of the Brook, which is not a great sign at all. What he could do is he could have just gone into he could have swung 9/9 into both the Lucci and the Sabo, and then 6 into the Brook, and then played a what is it called? Rebecca Sabo. That would have been a really good play right there, I think.
Yeah. Well, and he has Isho on the board. He could just attach 1 Dawn to Isho and just -3 everything.
Yeah, actually, that is a huge mistake now that I think about it. Yeah, Isho on the board -1, and then you could have attacked with Gecko for 7. Then Gecko's
he's tapping 2.
Tapping 2. I think he's using Absalom here. I think he's going for game.
Oh, is he attacking?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he's going for game, but I think he did it in the wrong way. So he's gonna trash Absalom.
Trash Abs. Yeah.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He just wasted 3 Dawn when he could have only wasted 1. That could cost him. So 6 into life right here. All these attacks have to connect. He has 3 life.
So he has to go board and play a blocker and pray for the best, right? That's the only option.
That is what he could do, honestly. He could have plenty of counter in hand, and he could go like Rebecca or Sabo, and then because he has 3 cards in hand now.
Yeah,
I think that's a mistake, honestly.
2k counter. 2K, you definitely 2k out of that.
Lose this one, I think.
Yeah, there is no way that Helmeppo would have been able. I feel like there's no, unless you did it the other way around, like we were saying.
Well, that was his last card in hand, and then he scoops. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Attaching the 1 to Isho, and then you have 2 extra Dawn to play with, like we're saying.
Okay. Okay, so let's go back on this real quick. You attach 1 to Isho. You use 3 for your leader. Technically, you want to use 4 for your leader because he has a 2k.
Yeah, I'd go 7.
So you have 5 Dawn left. So you can go 7, 8, 9, 9, and he has a 2k in hand. So he has to basically not have another 2k from the top. He basically has to have no 2k from the first life, and then no 2k basically no 2k or a 1k in the next couple life, which is possible. I think it is possible. I think that was a little bit of a misplay right there, though, for sure. Let's see
what he had in life. Here's his life. It was a
don't edge us like that. Don't edge us like that. Come on, show us what's in your life.
Show us.
Oh man, he put it away. All right, guys, we'll go check out some of the other games, and we'll be right back in just a second. Round 2, but a little bit of an addition to the commentating crew. We got the Small Hat crew, the GOAT, one of the GOATs of the industry. You want to say what's up?
Yeah, this industry, it can be a cruel one, but that's what we do, right?
I have learned that the hard way. It is a cold, hard industry sometimes. All right, guys, I'm gonna fix all the round timers and everything. If you guys want to take away with your commentary, that'd be good.
One Piece TCG YouTube industry.
It's pretty competitive out there, man. It's pretty competitive. It's totally cutthroat. That's why we're all teaming up together to beat the industry. We're trying to defeat the world government, man. That's what we're
friends
trying to
in the industry, bro. No friends in the industry.
Yeah, it's the
No
One
new
Piece.
friends.
Yeah, we're on the same crew though, so we gotta attack the government there, the world government.
That's actually not true because I'm in a crew of my own with the Small Hat crew, which makes you guys enemies actually. So.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I'm
What are
actually
you
here
doing in
to
our
destroy
Skype
from
call,
the
bro?
inside.
What are you doing in our Skype call?
I'm infiltrating. What do you mean?
Bro's trying to learn his secrets. Hey, you guys
Bro.
want to hear something so funny, bro? There's a there's a dude. There's a dude that I was in the military with, and in basic training, he was like always like capping, bro. He there's so many liars in the military, and like I remember one time he was like telling people, like trying to like scare people. He was like, you want to know why I joined the military? He's like because I'm in the mafia and I want to learn the military secrets on fighting and like guns or something.
Bro.
I'm like, bro, you're such a capper, bro. And what's funny is like,
Bro is 8 years old.
bro, like we got in a lot of trouble one time, and like it was his fault, and this guy just beat the living shit out of him. And he was like, where's that fucking mafia training, huh? Where's that mafia training at now?
He's like, wait till Don Corleone finds out about this.
Bro, wait till Falcone finds out about this. You guys see Gotham?
He winds up the arm.
Wait till Fish Moody finds out about this, huh?
Then it's over.
Bro, I swear to God, they're always cappers, bro. There's so many cappers.
That's crazy though, because that's that kind of lie that like that's the kind of lie you come up with at 14 years old. Like I remember being in 4th grade, and I remember lying to my friends, telling them that I had one of the little ball capsules from Lilo and Stitch. You put the water on it, experiment comes out. they're like, oh yeah, let us see it. And I was like, I showed them
the
all.
problem with that is,
I'm not bringing that to school.
No, I had like one of the little balls, right? And I showed them. They're like, I was like, well, you see, we got to put water on it for you to see the experiment. And you're like, well, let's put water on it. I was like, I don't want to.
you know what? Just because you said so, I don't want to do it. Oh,
I don't want to.
Funny enough, guys, that Dawn that our Whitebeard player is using, that's actually the winner Dawn you get for winning this tournament. He has won this tournament before, and he's using it right now, which is a good sign. So, Shark Shell asked fun matches. I don't know if that means like have the matches been fun, or are there like more like less diverse match, like, you know what I'm saying, like more diverse matchups. I would say this is the funnest matchup we have right now, Whitebeard versus Enel. Now I do think Enel crushes Whitebeard, and it's not even close.
It does, unfortunately.
We'll see if we're rooting for the under. I've never thought I would root for Whitebeard, but like now that he is the underdog, I do kind of root for him. Not root for him, but like want to see like, okay, how does he?
No, I do.
Like how does he like, you know, thrive in set 7? You know. What's up?
I completely root for him. I've been rooting for him since OPO5.
Looks like some riveting gameplay, by the way. No players have played any characters, have just gone 8 at life and 9 at life. Truly riveting gameplay here.
Yeah, ever since they took his legs, I've been completely on board for Whitebeard.
I will say this though, the thing about Enel is they try to do the Starbow strategy, and like Whitebeard's like, no, we're not doing that, buddy. You can't do that to me. So
he's gonna play Luffy, swing 6 as well.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay. I mean, the only problem is with turning the Luffy sideways is he has no Dawn. So like, the Enel player doesn't really have like a 6 Dawn play anyway, unless he plays like Parasparrow the vanilla. So realistically, he can just put all of his Dawn on Enel and just kill the Luffy. But I guess he already did his job, so it doesn't matter either way.
Yeah, especially with Gadatsu just being dead in this matchup.
Supia Dig said, Wands is my GOAT. Ian Wheat said Wandsboro has a lot of practice in this matchup. So yeah, I mean, there might be there might be a way. I do think Wandsboro is a really good player. We've seen him play in like I think all my tournaments before. He's won 2 of them. He's won 2 of like the 3 I think he's played in. So he's pretty good. And this is bro, I got observation.
Look at this now.
I literally said that is exactly what he was gonna do. He is okay with that.
Yeah, he's fine with it. He's got another one, and he's got 25 cards in hand, 200 cards in hand. Like
the only problem is like, so the vanilla would have been really good right there, because just having an 8K just like constantly pressuring, you know, 2 cards out of hand is obviously really powerful, but also keeping that Luffy on board is really powerful too. He's gonna attack. Yeah, he's gonna attack 6 into life here. I mean, he is going to 8 cards next, or 8 Dawns, so I don't think you should take this unless you have a way to heal. Because now if he plays a rush card, you're gonna have to counter with more than. He's gonna have to counter 2 cards right here.
Yeah, could have countered all that for sure. A single card.
Yeah. So he's gonna go
Here
ace,
comes
ace, swing
ace.
7. Now you're gonna have to discard. Yeah, you're going to 8.
Yeah,
so
there it
there's
is.
nothing you can download
See,
or download.
Yeah,
Bro, what am I talking about?
download.
There's
and-
nothing
and
you can
he's
put
like-
back in life.
And he's like, please put my ace back in my life. I'll take another turn to set up for the Whitebeard, dude. I'm rooting for Whitebeard here.
Now, what if Enel just simply takes it?
Well,
Okay, so he's gonna go. You're the one who should disappear. Play the Enel. Honestly, it's looking good for the Whitebeard player.
it is, dude. It
It's
really
looking
is.
good for Whitebeard. This is crazy to say.
All right, goes up to 201 cards in hand over there on the right, man, or on the bottom. That must be fun right there. That makes me want to play Whitebeard. I haven't played Whitebeard literally since OP03.
I just have such a bad experience with Whitebeard just dominating for so long that I can't play him without.
No, bro.
Like it's like me. It's like putting on the Venom
No.
suit. It's like literally putting on the Venom suit.
No, you gotta get over it, bro.
Grace.
He has been in the retirement home for so long at this point. You talk about pulling off diapers. He's been doing that. He's been living that day to day.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So, okay, so he puts the Yamato or
Nice.
the ace back in his life. I think that's the right play. The
agree.
only issue with that is it gives him one other turn, but establishing a body is huge. But the thing is, if he does play another rush character right here, he's definitely going to go down to 0, but he could just heal instantly. And you know for a fact Enel has heal cards, so I think this is where the matchup starts to turn for Enel.
I think this is the Whitebeard turn.
I know. Yeah, I'm saying even if if he does play Whitebeard, that would be nice. That would be nice.
Ninebeard, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking he would just
Whitebeard
Rygo that turn. Oh, they do still play it. The ones that topped recently did at least.
Okay.
But yeah, because last turn I thought he was gonna Rygo. So obviously the Katakuri is so much better on top of that.
No. Okay, I
'Cause
thought he
he
was gonna
dealt
put
with
that
the
on
body.
later. Yeah. This is
And he throws out a
Little
rusher.
Ors Jr. Okay.
Oh, no.
Not a rush character. Healing right here would be bad though. This is where things could really turn. If he plays a Yamato or an Ace here, that would be devastating. An Ace would be even more devastating, honestly, because he's gonna he's gonna have an 8 and a 10, and he's definitely putting him at 0. But you know, how long can Whitebeard survive with him being at 0 is the question. Now there's another opportunity for him to just Rygo here. Actually, no, you can't, because Little Ors can't be KO'd. He can just discard a card.
Yep.
So 7 into life, definitely going to warrant a
No, but that's
2K.
vanilla Ors. That's the vanilla.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he can actually Rygo this. This could be a Rygo turn.
That would be a really good turn for him if he does.
Yeah. If he
Yeah,
Rygos this would be huge. But he's saving 8. Oh, so he's
8? It's
gonna put it back
Katakuri
on life? Is he going to put his own category back on his life? He's like,
Cole's playing
you
different
can't
as
kill
so.
me. Na, 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 na.
Nana, boo, boo.
Yeah, at this point,
Yeah, this is very
it's very,
favored.
very early to call it, but like,
Yeah. Let's put
This
him
is
in a
rough.
home. Yeah, let's put him in a home.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Whitebeard with Enel being relevant, I just don't think it can compete unless it plays like a low to the ground strategy, and then that's not really Whitebeard. Just play Zoro at that point.
It's crazy because like you just look at the board state, and you know it's like Whitebeard's like, I used to be tier 0. It's like, yeah, Grandpa, let's get you to bed.
Come on, yeah, we know.
Bruh.
I do respect the people that still play like Whitebeard though. Like,
Me too.
I think that's like you're holding on for dear life. I feel like in another universe this would be B with like Sakazuki, like in set 14. They're like I bust out Sakazuki and they're like, dude, like, come on, bro. Gecko's been banned for 5 sets. Like, what the fuck are you doing? So, I mean, right here, guys, I mean, playing the ace, reducing the Katakuri, he might be able to wipe one Katakuri, but even then, he has to
I
save
think you just
so
let
much.
this one go, don't you?
No, I think you save, like, if you can save it, you save it, because he's going to have 2 8Ks, and, like, even if you don't heal, you can go like 12-12, or I'm sorry, 13-13. I guess
It's
it
just so
doesn't matter.
unfortunate.
Yeah,
Because
he can
realistically,
just heal regardless. Like, he doesn't need the Katakuri, so he can just heal regardless.
yeah, the Whitebeard can't even attempt to go for game until he's established 3 bodies, and
Yeah,
I
that's what I
stay
was thinking.
established because it's like even if he has 2 bodies on board with a hand that big, a rush attack isn't gonna take it, you know.
Yeah.
So
what realistically is like, how are you ever going to get him at 1 life when he's just constantly healing? Now, I do think, Whitebeard could have possibly beat Enel last set because they didn't have the ace, but now that they have not only a rush 10k, which obviously takes, 2 cards at least out of their hand, but like they have 12 characters that heal basically on curve and are just massive bodies, like 8k or above. So he's gonna go ahead, swing 8 into life, which is gonna get a kick course out of the way. Kick course discarding Luffy. There's only so many of those you can really do. Now you're only drawing 1 card per turn, but he is not healing here. He's gonna Rygo this, I believe, because he has 6.
I think so.
Yeah.
Rad beam out of this one.
There's no reason not to. Realistically, he, like, cannot lose.
Yeah.
Right.
Rygo.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
There's that.
Yellow zone, red
No,
rock.
but there is the downside, however. Now, he does have to go down to 1 life.
True.
Yeah. That's a big barrier for Enel right there.
Yeah, I
think they made it
so
for
bad for the Enel
Katakuri.
for
They should have
that.
leader locked it. Like, I think they made it for Katakuri and was like, wait, Enel can just like.
Bro, look at the art. What do you mean?
No, I'm fucking. I'm saying like that card. The downside for it would have to be.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, there's no downside for Enel, so like I figured if they made it for Katakuri, it would actually be a downside. Whereas like this has like no downside at all. Like,
bro, no, I literally
always
just think it
at
was
one.
yellow glazing happening at Bandai HQ.
Yeah. Yeah, you already saw the skit between Vivi and I, like coming up with card designs with like vanillas. now coming up with card designs with yellow. Like, how can we make an even more busted? Like, how can we make an even more busted card?
I wish on the paper, it just said yellow, and you're like, is that it? And then Vivi's like, turn the paper over, it says win the game.
Just win the game.
It's like trigger KO of 5 or less. You're like, oh my god, this is it. This is what yellow needed.
But in all seriousness, why does Rygo exist for yellow? Like, how?
Bro, I don't get it.
Or if it was put a card to life, that'd be different, right? Like if it's pushed their card back to their life, then at least it's like sort of balanced, quote unquote.
Okay, interesting. Sorry to cut you guys off. Interesting play right here. So him playing Rygo last turn, it would have been a better play to play a big character, but
Just
him
ace.
but him
Ace.
playing Rygo tells you that he might not have one. So
Yeah,
if he doesn't have one and he can keep this ace on the board, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But like even then, like a 15k right here from Enel just gets like every card out of his hand. So like oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh, it goes up.
Headless
to
Guitar,
2.
dude, you might be cooking. Maybe Rygo was made for Vegapunk.
Hey, yo, did y'all see the tournament last night in Vegapunk? Okay.
Arm Day told me
I haven't
about
watched it yet.
Top 4.
Oh,
performance.
so he's gonna use 3 cards out of his hand, which means he has no rad beam left. So he's gonna go to
This is
2k,
rough.
2k, 1k. Yeah, dude, this is.
Oh man.
It's funny because not only did he have the counter, he had the big body on top of it. So
Yeah.
it's a wrap.
Yeah, I think
It's a wrap.
we gotta go put Whitebeard behind the barn and shoot him real quick.
Put him out of his misery.
Yeah. Dude got a broken leg. Isn't that true? Like horses, you have to kill them if they have a broken leg because they don't heal properly or something. Is that right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
There's like a
think-
Family Guy skit of like.
Oh,
the
okay.
farmer-
Is
the
this where you get
farmer-
your intel from?
Partly, yeah. Partly.
Gets it from Family Guy Funny Moments number 67.
Yeah, that's okay. The fact that you know that means you watch Family Guy compilations. So,
No, you see,
who's the
I
real
wish
weirdo
though.
here?
I'm trying to get on that.
Yeah, no, but that's why my PR is so good because I watch Family Guy.
Oh yeah, is that how you study your matchups?
Yeah. No, but there's a Family Guy skit and it's like the farmer asking how the horse is. He's like, "I'm good, man. Everything's fine." Yeah.
Oh yeah,
everything's
I
fine."
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He's like, go ahead and walk for me. He's like, "Ooh, I love walking."
You know what's funny? The last time I saw that skit, I wasn't even old enough to get it. It just now
Really?
clicked for me.
You're just like, oh, he's just randomly shooting a horse. That's weird.
All right, guys in the chat, give us a percentage of how of chance you give Whitebeard to win this game, anywhere from 0 to 100. I'm curious to see y'all's thoughts on this.
So I'm gonna put it at 0.
Yeah. So Raygon says 0. Osgood said 30%. I think that's pretty generous, bro. I'm not gonna
Because
lie.
literally,
I gotta.
so
give me at
literally,
least one.
this ace can't even attempt to go for game next turn because the minute it turns sideways,
Yeah, they're just dead.
and now his ace beats over it.
We have
So he
negative
needs to
100%.
literally. He needs to stick these bodies to board for the next 2 turns, and Arigo not come out and take any of them.
So basically,
And he also has to not die.
we need the Enel player to have like 20 dead cards in their hand with no triggers.
You need the Enel player.
A disconnect isn't out, actually. That's true. So 30% if he does disconnect. Okay.
Yeah.
We need the Enel player to misclick and skip his turn.
Yeah. when you go draw Dawn, you click end turn. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, that's the route right there.
You gotta go blocker here, though. You gotta go blocker Marco here. Flirt with like 6 Dawn open. You know. Oh, whoa. 7.
Oh my god.
Headless Guitar said 100% if he gets 20 Dawn. I think if you get 20 Dawn, you still don't win this game. Like,
no,
straight
you
up,
don't.
bro. Give him 20 Dawn this turn. I still don't think he wins, bro. I think it's actually still impossible.
The A's starting sideways. I'm so curious to see why he's doing that.
Yeah.
I think he's doing it because he absolutely has to. Like, I don't think there's any other reason.
But yeah, maybe.
Don't worry,
Oh,
guys.
so do you think
After
he's
this,
gonna
we'll go to
attempt-
another Enel game.
He's
Okay.
gonna attempt a 10k swing or an 11k swing with a Luffy.
Even then, it doesn't matter. He's at 1 life.
No, that's what I mean. So I was like, why even turn it sideways? Because literally, you don't have to do this because this doesn't win the game no matter what.
He's probably gonna rush in.
He's gonna go.
rush with
He's gonna
something
play
and
like
blocker.
Luffy. Yeah, he's gonna play like Luffy and then like save like 3 Dawn up as like a bait or something. This card's
Yeah.
a one.
God.
This card's a 1K, which tells you he has a lot of counters
That's
in hand.
crazy.
Oh my god,
Hidden Killer.
dude!
Double
does he
Kid and
is
Killer
it
for the
Zoro?
win?
Plays
That
it.
would be hilarious. Oh
my God, he does play
He
it. What
does
the
have
fuck?
Kid
Okay,
Killer. Wow.
so
What the
swing
heck?
7.
Vivi with the observational hockey, dude.
I'm
My
telling
god,
you,
VV. He's about to drop a
don't
second
count-
one?
He's
You
about to drop
don't
a second
count
one. I already know.
Waynesboro out, dude. We've seen Waynesboro do this too many times. You don't count Waynesboro out.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Wayne. I'm sorry, Waynesboro, bro. I shouldn't have doubted you, bro. You're a winner
Yeah.
of 2 tournaments. You should absolutely 1,000,000% have a stick in the race. Is that
I will
a
say-
stick in the race?
It's a horse. It's a horse in the race. It all
What,
comes
what
back
is the
to
stick?
horses.
The stick is in something. Stick is in stick in the game.
I don't
Stick
know.
in the
I don't
mud?
want to know where the stick's at. Okay. Oh.
Okay, he goes thumbs up. This game's definitely over.
Oh
then.
yeah.
Oh,
Here,
another
yeah,
tap
it's
for
over.
another Kid Killer.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
Marco.
No, this Kid
Marco,
Killer.
and then sit on double Radbean, dude.
Oh,
This is
it is
game.
Marco. Dude,
Yeah,
he's
Whitebeard's got it.
wow.
oh
Whitebeard's
bro,
got it.
my
Vivi.
god, Vivi with the freaking
VV, a Whitebeard player.
Yeah,
through
dude,
and
he
through.
knows.
I'm
bro.
telling y'all, the only way out of this now is through another Rygo that he just
Wow.
trashed. He just trashed the Rygo with the event.
Dude,
Oh,
if
no.
he
Yeah, I
wins
mean-
this game, that would be incredible. 5. Okay, another ace is coming out. 5 into Kid Killer.
5 into what? Oh, okay. Okay, I'd probably count it out. I'd probably count it out.
Yeah, I probably would have because if you have any chance,
not?
If you,
I
I mean,
would've,
see,
yeah.
he's worried about a Rygo, but if you have any chance, you just gotta like be like, if you got it, you got it. You know,
Yeah.
I would
Because-
have saved it.
He
Whoa,
can't
whoa.
He can't even attempt to go for game next turn now.
Is he gonna counter
Well,
out
no,
from hand?
He can if he saves the mark. Oh well, now yeah, if he plays ace,
Yeah.
he
Okay, yeah,
plays
block.
ace, saves a Don up for like an L Thor. That would be devastating.
Oh no.
Oh my
Okay,
god!
there it is.
Just when we thought.
All right,
something
Rad
was
Beam and any
happening.
card. Rad Beam
Rad
and any
and a
counter.
2.
Oh, it still doesn't matter though.
It doesn't.
Oh no, here we go.
I mean, technically,
He's on 2
it
life. He
does.
can't.
because. Oh wait, no, he can't die. Yeah, it's literally impossible.
Yeah, he can't.
Because those
But-
3 hits are
And
gonna.
look at that stack of a hand he just put down.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, no, it's not possible because the 2
No.
hits proc leader effect.
1,
The 3rd
2,
hit
3.
gets. No, it is possible if he has a bunch.
He would need a
of dead cards.
rusher.
He needs a
Yeah,
rusher.
dead
He would need a
card rushes.
rusher, and he would need all 4 attacks to connect.
Yeah, he needs every attack to connect, and he has a 6
Through a hand of,
he has
like,
a 5,
10
6,
cards.
and a 7. 5, 6, and a 7. He has to have no triggers in life, and he also has a bunch of dead cards, and he also has to have like another Kid Killer because that's the only like efficient rusher you can get right now.
I would have counted out of that Kid Killer attack because then if he had gone ace into it,
You had
okay,
to.
sure, you can have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I absolutely would have countered that.
No, I
right
agree.
there.
Yeah,
You
that
had
was where
to.
I feel like, okay,
completely agree.
Whitebeard through. That's all there is to it.
no,
No.
I mean, like there is a route for him to Rygo it, but like you just have to risk it for the biscuit, bro. Like you just have to.
What's he asking? Oh, okay, yeah,
What he countered with, I think.
yeah. Okay, here we go. What are you
All
gonna
right,
play?
If there was ever a time to threaten your opponent with your Mafia ties, it's right now.
Yeah.
You might as well go double Kid and Killer here. Might as well. Okay, 9.
9.
Yeah.
Well, you have to
Nine's
attack with
good.
the Marco first because you got to play around Egghead and
Least-
Onami. So whenever you're attacking for game, you have to play around the card that is affected most by triggers, and then go in order of least to
of course.
most to least.
Yeah. Oh
Isn't that stupid? How you have to like really like there's so many different cards you have to play around. Yeah, you have to like not only can they not have a beige, a Raigo, or a disappear, but they also have to not have like Onami or Egghead Luffy, which is just a problem. 7 into life. 7 into life is a better number. 6 into life.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
6 is
That's
not a good
unfortunate.
number right here.
I
That's
counter out
2K.
this
Oh, that's
every
rough.
time.
That's
rough.
rough.
I counter out every single
I would
time
just
here.
counter out.
Honestly, I'll just take it.
I would counter out just as like there's no way you could like sneak up on me. Like if he counters this one, there's
Well, no,
way.
I do get that logic, but also, so for me, I would just take it so that he's forced to, because I mean, no matter what, he goes for game this turn, right? But I think by you taking it, you pretty much force him to fully commit. Like there's no going back. You do have to go for game this turn.
Even if he goes back, it doesn't matter. Like he has 2 aces. Like there's no way.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Like you're not winning this game no matter what.
Yeah.
But
he's got to be.
But doing the counter, maybe he tries to pivot and start playing blockers or something. You lose regardless, but at least
I guarantee
force him to commit all the gone.
I guarantee there's a disappear in his last life right here.
In his last life.
God, we see true and trash already.
I guarantee it. Oh man, he just doesn't want to trigger it. That's all, because he doesn't have a lot of counter. He said.
He doesn't want to be mean.
Yeah.
What's he gonna trash?
Trash Yamato. Okay, so he had gas.
Okay. What if he is bricked?
I don't know, bro. There's no fucking way.
Is there no way?
No. If he wins this,
I'm about to see a
be,
7K leader.
Bro, this will be like when the Mighty Ducks won, bro. Like this will be more unlikely than when the Benchwarmers won everything, bro. The whole thing.
Here we go. It's about to be an 8 and a 9. I'm telling you, that's what's coming.
Dude, there is no way, bro.
Doing the math. Actually, what can he do? Can he do 9 and 9? I think he can do 9 and 9.
By the way, guys, thanks for all the follows. I really appreciate it so much. This tournament was like very last minute, but I want MoonLightTCG.com to be, I said this earlier, but I want it to be a very player first, obviously player made, by players for players, player first tournament that offers like the best prize support for any like online tournament that's not obviously like a regional. And we just want to have some good vibes, some good competition, good commentary, and yeah, that's like what our hope is for the site. So y'all's support really means a lot. He's gonna tap 9, go into Whitebeard. No, what is that? That's Shanks.
Rush Luffy.
What is that?
Dragon. That's Dragon.
Oh, it's Dragon.
Oh,
okay.
Dragon.
Okay.
Okay, so 8. And then
that's...
swing 9.
I didn't recognize the alt art. Yeah, so 8 here. Dude, what if he gets it, bro?
Bro, this is a straight blue deck.
No fucking way, bro. No way.
Oh, he said, how many cards you got in hand?
I would take it.
Oh
my God.
I told y'all. I got observation hockey, bro.
Oh my God, what?
That was disgusting.
Oh my God.
That was crazy. Oh, he had enough in hand. Look at
he had enough counter. Okay.
Oh, of course, yeah. That is.
All right, show the last slide here.
Playing Whitebeard this.
His last life was
like
the egghead too.
masochism.
That's funny, bro. That's too funny. Oh man. All right, let's. We'll be right back, guys. We'll go to another game, see what's up.
Okay.
All right, guys, we got Whitebeard versus Lucci. Going to go ahead and put it up on the screen right now for you guys. The other matchups were Enel mirror match or Black Yellow Luffy versus Lucci. Both of which, one's highly unfavored. The other one's like watching paint dry.
I prefer the Nami versus Nami mirror personally.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
It's easy to see why.
It's pretty techy, actually.
Gotta respond to some of the comments real quick. Guys, I'll respond to your comments in just a second when I finish the setting up the round. You guys want to take over real quick? VV.
What's that?
If you guys want to
take yeah. I was like, what is he saying?
Bro, started
I'm not sure he's referencing. He's not in the chat.
So, in all seriousness, the Nami versus Nami mirror, it's not even interesting. It has to do with who draws the most Sanji offs.
Yeah, I can
Is that
promise
what you
you,
do?
we're not watching the Nami versus Nami.
I was about to say, I didn't even know you were still here, Joey. I was like, damn, he leaves commentary to us. You go back to Nami Mirror.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I had the misfortune of having to do that mirror when I was making a video on Nami. I was like, dude, this is painful. This makes me reconsider things.
Okay,
our players leaving. Where they go?
who left?
Oh, he scoops it
The
up.
Lucci player ran away.
He ran away from Whitebeard. He got scared.
He's like, nah, bro, I don't like this.
It's like, nah, I ain't doing this.
He's like, bro, I'm just gonna Sabo Rebecca. You're just gonna 5-drop Luffy me.
Dude, this deck is straight gas. Dude, he's got the halls, man. Dude, that's what I've.
Oh my god.
I always keep the well, I got the cheap ones, dude. I got the what
The
these are called-
cheap halls.
Bro, these are the Walmart halls. Yeah, I got the cough drop. It's literally called cough drop.
Gosh,
So,
you think he's gonna offer one to Whitebeard as he is very sick?
yeah, man. Dude. The throat lozenge goes hard. The throat lozenge.
Throat loss. Sausage. Sorry, my throat game isn't what it used to be.
Yeah, all right, I'm good.
Okay, to respond to some of the comments, guys. So where did we last check out?
Goat Ryan.
You gotta check out Joey's list. I could add mine. Where's the Whitebeard? Whitebeard's right here. Anyone know how many rounds and will the VOD be available for subscribers? The VOD will be available to everyone that's not a subscriber as well. So we are not yet a partner, and I don't believe we're gonna lock VODs behind a paywall because I want to be a good Samaritan. So
Yeah.
So if you
Only
guys
bad people do that.
how about so tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming, and that's when we can finally be an affiliate finally on Twitch. We would love y'all's free Prime subs. That would be dope. But we're not gonna lock anything behind the what's it called? The what is it called? The subscriber feature. In fact, these are probably gonna be re-uploaded to YouTube as well, and cut out all the in between rounds and stuff like that. So yeah, that's gonna be that. This tournament is held by MoonLight TCG, the place to play One Piece, the place for everything One Piece. We got Whitebeard versus Lucci. We got the Small Hat Crew. We have the VV Fury as commentators, as well as myself. You guys know who I am, of course. Funny enough, I said this last round, but guys, the Whitebeard player, his Dawn, you can get that only by winning the tournament for MoonLightTCG.com. It is made by Kaizoku Cards. So, who do you guys think is going to win this matchup?
Chris.
You know what?
First.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to the Whitebeard player. I'm gonna give it to the Whitebeard player. I'm a believer. I believe
Whitebeard has a chance in this matchup where he has no chance in the other matchup.
I will say, there is also, between the Rebeccas and the Sabos, maybe 5-drop Luffy does something in this matchup. Maybe he steals one. Maybe he squeaks it out. Who knows?
mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the thing is, Lucci is prone to not having 2Ks, especially myself, because like I cannot draw. I'm telling you, bro, I can't play Lucci because it's just so inconsistent for me. Like, no matter what deck list, I'll copy the winner's deck list and like I won't draw like he draws, and I just think that this deck is so prone. The reason he's thinking so hard about countering this, I was just gonna say that the reason he's thinking so hard about countering this 6K attack is because he doesn't know if he should use two 1Ks or not. If he had a 2K, that would have been an easy 2K counter. He wouldn't have to think about it. The problem is all of the characters with Whitebeard do get value on the turn that they're played, so it's really tough for Lucci to actually survive. And another huge problem is, because it is an inconsistent deck, sometimes you just don't have the removal. He just trashed Gecko like we saw, but this time he does have stage, which is really nice.
And he swung for 5 instead of 6, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was an oversight, or is he just trying to fill up trash?
I think he's just trying to fill up trash, and he needed the cost reduction because with stage plus leader, you can put the Luffy down to 2.
I also just feel like Whitebeard plays really good in the black leaders. Like, even in the Gecko Moria, through leader ability inherently going wide, you would think he'd naturally have a good matchup in Whitebeard. But he doesn't. And Gecko can also recur that 2K.
Yeah.
So
in set 2, I think Smoker was actually really good into Whitebeard because because like they didn't have a whole lot of rush characters. They like, back then they didn't play Luffy, right? They only played Ace. So like they would play the vanilla,
Right.
you'd kill the vanilla on curve. You know, you'd use their Nami, to swing 7. You just keep taking 2Ks out. But now with the rush strategy, every character gets value on curve.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so he's gonna swing 6 into life here. Gonna play the Brook. Go ahead and trash the.
Okay, so he had Brook.
Yeah, and then he establishes a 6K body, which is really important as well. I will say, in terms of the probability the Whitebeard has to win this matchup, it depends on how many Rebekahs and Sabos Lucci plays, because a lot of people vary in terms of how many they play and how many the Lucci player sees. If he doesn't see a whole lot of blockers, this is very much winnable for our Whitebeard player, and I think that there is a chance.
Yeah, and I think, is he going 6 at face here? Is he just going to try and blitz him down? I think so.
6 at life means that he got a 2K out. The thing is, he's going to definitely take the 7 right here. No, this is definitely swing into the Lucci.
Lucci's gone.
Oh,
no,
it's
Oh,
not.
he's going face. What?
This is a rush deck.
He does
Y'all
not
saw
care.
what he's running. This is a straight rush deck.
Interesting.
Yeah, he just doesn't care.
I definitely would have thought you would take Lucci out, because Lucci is guaranteed to take a card out of your hand. But I guess putting him at 2 life is important too. I don't play
He might
Whitebeard.
Go for it.
I was gonna say, I don't play Whitebeard because like I feel like sometimes like just attacking face and ignoring board is like, like my brain can't compute it. You know, like I don't understand.
I think he might be trying to rush him down to the 0 so he could secure the kill with the 5-drop Luffy.
Absolutely,
That's
yeah.
That's completely.
Yeah, I think he's all gas, no brakes. I like this version of Whitebeard. I think it's kind of cool, but like we saw earlier against Enel, it seems like it's like just. I mean, they'd have to brick so hard for it to win against an Enel.
So we see a 5 just to minus the ace to 6. Mill 3 or mill 2 from the trash. A 6 going into life, and then another 6 was likely to go into life. He looks like on his 8 dawn turn here, so it's likely going to be Gecko. Gecko going to get back Helmeppo. He's asking what's in his trash. He's looking for a Lucci. He's looking for some type of cost reduction. Looks like he doesn't have one right now. So funny enough, I think this ace is actually staying on board unless he decides. If it's staying on board if he goes Gecko. If he goes Sabo, obviously it's not staying on board. Or Isho would be a pretty big hit too.
Another Brook maybe?
Sabo,
okay.
yeah, I figured.
Sabo, nice.
Sabo trash stage. That's good.
Perfect.
Yeah. I was gonna say because he has no Helmeppo in there, so there's no way to reduce the ace down to 2 for Lucci to kill it. But Gecko with Helmeppo would have been a better play right there.
The Lucci having 2 6K bodies on board and a Sabo into a 0 life
matters.
Whitebeard's looking grim.
It really matters, yeah.
This is about to be a turn of Kid and Killer, swing lots with the leader and the Kid and Killer, and then sit on a Rad Beam, finish up with that Lucci. Watch.
I think he has to play a Marco here too. You don't want a 19K going into you with 2 6s as well. Like that'd be, or it'd be an 18K with 3 6s. Like that would be a lot of cards out of hand. So like I think you have to play a Marco here to at least like make him dedicate Dawn like to killing it, and then that way the attacks are lower.
Yeah. So
3
maybe
cards in hand though for the Lucci player. So there is a route.
Yeah.
He has to thread the needle a little bit.
Yeah. Dude, does he just go for game 7?
Yeah, I assume he's like doing the math to figure out if he can survive different combination of attacks. Guys, this guy right here, I think I said this before, but like he has played Whitebeard so much. Like he's been on Whitebeard like for like since I've known him. And so like he's very
I've never
well
seen him
versed.
play anything else.
Yeah, I've never seen him play anything else. He's very well versed with the deck. He's still holding on for dear life. He's won a couple of our tournaments with it. So I think he knows exactly what to do against some of these matchups. The only issue is like now, like can you do what you need to do against this match? Like against Enel, like he knows what to do, but like it's just such an unfavored matchup. But against Lucci, I'm sure he has like good experience into this because it plays very similar like to Gecko last set, which he had success against.
Well, it makes me curious about it too, because like obviously he's the Whitebeard player, so he would know this matchup better than any of us. But I really do feel like not going for the Lucci that one turn is like he's really paying the price for it.
I agree.
He just wanted to turn on his Kid and Killer. I'm telling y'all guys, that's all he wanted to do.
I totally understand that, but I think like getting 1 6K body off the board is important because like he's just always going to take a card from you every single turn. And Whitebeard, once they're at 0 life, they just run out of cards.
Yeah.
Also, this is the second game we've seen where he hasn't had the 9-cost Newgate, so I wonder if he actually plays it or not.
He must have taken that out because I feel like we've seen him play it in the past.
He definitely has, but I'm not sure if he finds it relevant like in this set. I mean, I assume it would be relevant with like a Enel running around. Like that's like one of your only answers.
And remember, we saw him play Dragon last game, so maybe he just straight up replaced the 9 cost with the 8 cost Dragon.
That's completely fair.
That could potentially be true,
Yeah,
actually.
this is Rush.
Yeah.
If this is Rush Whitebeard with Kid and Killers and Dragons and Luffy's and Aces, then yeah,
Good
like
Lord, dude.
every card in this deck is a Rush card except for the blocker Marco, probably. He probably cut. No, he didn't cut 5 cards Marco. We see it. We saw,
think we did
saw
see
him
one.
counter with it.
Oh,
So this is a dragon right here, actually, funny enough.
okay.
So
All right, so he's going for board,
eight-
I imagine.
He has to go for board. He only has 1 Dawn up. There's no way you survive an
no.
18k.
I don't know if he
Only
can...
3 cards in hand.
This is definitely going into one of the characters. There's no way. There's no way. He can take too many cards out of his hand. Unless he has a bunch of 2Ks.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He left no Dawn active.
I didn't
Oh,
expect
wow.
that either.
He's
I did not
done
expect
the
that either.
math. He's done the math because, I mean, like
Wow.
you're saying, this is a 19 at face.
This is
Or, well,
probably an
a 6
18 and
an 18.
yeah, probably
Yeah.
a 6 and
And
an
a
18.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This, if he has the ability to get out of this, then I think he wins this.
2, 4, 6, 8,
Because
10.
what's going to happen is our Lucci player is going to basically spend his whole turn doing essentially nothing. And,
Nothing.
you know, if he goes for game, he's not going to kill. He's not killing the dragon, so he probably will have like a kid killer to follow up. The guy only has 3 cards in hand, our Lucci player on the top. So,
Yeah.
I mean, unless they, the thing is, the problem is,
Oh,
you know,
wow.
they're not, you know that a lot of them aren't 2Ks because he did counter with 2 1Ks earlier on. And because Lucci has no draw power, no search, he has no search or Rebecca to bring back a 2K that we've seen. He's
Right.
running very low in fumes. So this Tempest
Okay,
kick
Tempest kick.
Crazy.
means he's probably not going to go for game. I think
He's
that
gonna
is
respect it.
smart.
Yeah,
he is.
I
gonna
think that
respect
is
Because we're
so
just seeing the
smart,
butterfly effect right here, too.
it. Yeah.
There's the butterfly effect happening right now, too. Because if he had taken the Lucci that one turn, this turn he would have taken the Brook and he would have put him on 1 and then been able to kill him on the following turn without needing a rusher.
By the way, Chris, your mic's like messing up a little bit.
Oh, is it?
Oh, there
Well,
it goes.
now it's fine. Yeah, now it's good. Yeah, funny enough, Whitebeard, we've lost so many games to Whitebeard where they can just like demand that respect of just like even though they have a clear 19k into them, we still don't attack into them because we know that they can actually like get it, you know? Like that,
Yeah.
like against any other deck, if they had no life and I have a 19k, I'm attacking into you. It doesn't matter. But against Whitebeard, there's just such a high likelihood they might have it, especially with
Yeah.
like how many cards do you have? He has like at least like what 9, 10?
At least 9. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like
I mean-
I would have called his bluff though. I would have attacked into him because like if
I
he,
would have too.
if he
dude.
if he dedicated all of his Dawn into attacking into the characters, it means he doesn't have enough enough to actually survive.
Yeah.
So I feel like I would have called his bluff right there.
Yeah, also, well, I will say, though, I do think he's making the correct play, because I feel like that's an unnecessary risk to take. Because if he can just remove the dragon from board this turn, he doesn't lose the game.
True. Or if he can just establish like a block, like a Sabo Rebecca, then you're right. There isn't realistically a reason to, which is smart. 9k going into him. We're just going to take 2 cards out of his hand because he has no
2-2,
Dawn up
Yep.
for red.
Yeah.
9k feels a lot better when they don't have a Dawn up, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So 2 Sanjis coming out. Yeah, this is definitely a rush deck. Having the Sanjis out too. Hard play Spandine.
And then I think he has 5 left to play out a
Yeah,
what's his name? Sabo.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard play Spandine into Lucci and then protect it with Sabo. This is a really good play. I like this.
Yeah.
I think that is the nail. That might be the nail in the coffin for the Whitebeard player.
Yeah.
Plays the Lucci rested. Puts those cards at the bottom. KO the dragon. I do like dragon in this deck though. I think it's interesting because you can go 8-9. Basically for, you know, on 8 Dawn, which is really powerful.
Yeah.
And then the 5 Dawn with the Sabo. He only will have 1 card in hand though, which is something, I guess. Yeah. Sabo. No, 2 cards. He has
That's
2 cards.
rough. That's rough.
By the way, guys, the camera's cut off a little bit because we had to scrunch it in to fit the webcam, but both players can see each other's hands. I know we always get comments on that like once per
Yeah.
stream, but
Yeah, their hands are completely visible for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll take this time to shout out the future of MoonLight TCG real quick. I talked about it a little bit on Chris's stream, like in the comments, but MoonLight TCG, guys, on August 5th, I believe is when everything will find. So 6 at life here. So I'm pretty sure. So August 5th is when everything will be off of beta. We're going to have an article section where, you know, people like users can submit their own articles about anything about One Piece TCG. And you guys can obviously like, you know, talk back and forth on social media about it. Like you can share it to social media and like start like a thread, which is going to be really cool. We also have coaching that's going to be available on the website. We already have like the tournament results with discounts for future tournaments. It's gonna be pretty exciting. We have some other things in the works too, but I don't want to spoil it just yet. But yeah, be sure to check out moonlighttcg.com. Everything's available now, but like there's going to be more features available. We're also going to be making binders for specific colors. That's going to be dropping on what is it called? That's going to be dropping pretty soon as well. So we're going to be starting pre-orders probably next week. So like for example, we're gonna have like a yellow binder, a red binder, a winter card binder, things like that, specifically for One Piece theme. So 10 into, I believe this is the Sabo.
Sabo.
Oh, that's huge. And then passes with 1 Dawn up right here. I wonder how many cards he actually
That's
has.
interesting.
Yeah, this is scary.
Dude, that was so risky attacking 10 into the Sabo because that's just a 1K, but like I assume he just didn't have it.
Yeah, I think he swung 6 into Lucci first or something, and then he 2K countered out, I believe. The Lucci player did, and then he did the 9 into the 10 into Sabo.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, he still does have 2 life though, so like he is fine technically. Like if he gets rid of this Luffy, then he has to have like 2 kid killers to win the game.
And he's just going to keep poking him down. Like, you know, I like the way the Lucci player's playing this. That's definitely a good way to play it.
Yeah, RCK right here, 89. He goes to our locals, obviously from Florida, like I said, and he is a very analytical person, and he usually makes like really smart plays. Like I think he's like really good with like patience. Sometimes I think he's a little bit too patient, but
I think
like,
so.
I think he makes a lot of the right plays most of the time. So, also. He has received coaching from me, and we play test all the time.
Oh,
So I think with that, on top of his intelligence, he is already a really good player. So
I was gonna say you could tell he's a patient player because the fact like his last turn when he went for the 10K into the 9K Sabo, he could have blocked it with his Sabo blocker. So him choosing to keep the blocker alive tells you that he already knew he wasn't gonna go for game this turn, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the way he's playing this. Yeah, he's just. I just want to glaze him as much as possible. I love this guy, bro. He's such a good dude too. Like, not only is he a good player, but like he's such a good dude, bro. And he just recently got married. Congratulations to you, bro. Yeah, this is looking pretty bleak for the Whitebeard player for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah, 2 life and a blocker. Yeah, this. I guess you have to go all in here, hoping a mistake happens on the other end. You know.
BMA said.
Oh, it's unblockable.
Yeah. BMA said excited for another pro circuit event. Me too, bro. And then Anti-Spiral said it was unblockable. Luffy he couldn't block. Bro, he was so patient that he didn't block an unblockable, bro. What a genius, dude.
Bro, I take back my glaze.
What an absolute genius.
I take back my glaze. I thought he was just that cracked, you know. I was like, bro was thinking like 20 steps ahead because I would have blocked it.
Oh man. Yeah,
Oh, he saw a line of play that I couldn't even compute.
He saw a line of play that was just illegal. just not possible.
We know what kind of man the Small Hat crew is, bro. We know what kind of man you guys are. Is this Kid Killer swing 7 into life right here? Is this? What
I think this is Marco and sit on 1.
Marco would be nice. Kid Killer would also be nice. You have to threaten lethal at some point, bro. Like threatening lethal, you just have to, bro. Like you absolutely have to. Like he's gone for boards because he can't counter out like if he leaves the board up. But if he goes for a board that he's not attacking into life and he's already on a clock. So yeah, Kid Killer swing 7. Yeah, this is exactly what you should do. So him being at 0 cards in hand, he just takes it, goes to 1 card in hand, 2 cards in hand with his draw, and he has a Sabo, a Kaku. The thing is, what you could do is you could just clear the board real quick, probably. If you have any way of clearing this board, I think you just automatically win. But he does not.
Let's go. Swing 10.
So
here's
10
your rad
is
beam.
a rad beam and a 2K.
And a 2K. Oh, okay.
But he still has 5 Dawn left, which could be a 8. What is that, a 9? Oh, and then he just wins. Okay, he has ran out of cards. GG. Wow, that was actually pretty close. Funny enough, like he couldn't get rid of his board, so he just needed like one more card in hand. He needed 1 more 2K if you saw that, because he had 2 Dawn left.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it was very, very close, but also part of me wonders just because like how close was it really? Because I feel like the Lucci could have won that a while ago, but just because he was being patient, making the correct plays though. I felt like the game went on longer than it really had to.
I think if you were playing 100% like patiently, then I do think that the game was close, but if you played it a little riskier, I think the Whitebeard could have won. So I'd rather him like winning a close game than losing a game he shouldn't have. So I think he played it perfectly, and that's why
I think so too.
That's why I think it was close. Is because if it wasn't close and Whitebeard baited him into attacking with like the Sabo, I think he could realistically won like the next turn.
Yeah, because that's how I feel. Because I feel like the Lucci was in control. I feel like there was never a point where the Lucci wasn't in control.
No, he was in control, but like there were situations where like Whitebeard can like bait like a lesser player into like doing something stupid.
Yeah,
you know,
swing all in and stuff. Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll go check out the other games. We'll see what other games are still playing.
Yeah, this should be a good game though. I think Lucci versus Enel is kind of a fun game to watch.
All right, guys, we are back. We are in the final round of this tournament. Both players will receive a box of OPO5, and then third and fourth will receive either a free entry into the next one or a playmat of their choice. Pretty excited for this one, guys. You guys want to take it away while I fix the final round information?
Absolutely. So, Chris, right here, early predictions: Lucci versus Enel. Who do you got?
So I know what Joey said earlier, but I stand firm on what I said. I wasn't in the call yet at that point. I was still in the chat, but I firmly believe that Lucci is favored in this matchup.
Lucci. I can see it too, especially if you play patient like we know the player on the bottom does. Like it's like you can really just lock their board out. Just keep popping everything, go super wide, and start whittling their hand size down.
Yeah.
Because have you noticed that's how you get an L, right? You get them down like one or two cards in hand, and they're just like, okay, now you're on the clock.
Because I also feel like the strength of Enel is that like he can pick your board apart and always keep you out of having the 3 attacks to even attempt lethal on him. But into a color like black, and just with the 8-drop Gecko existing, that's so much harder to do. Even if you Rygo like 8-drop, Gecko, he still played another 2 bodies. So I don't know. It's so easy for black to rebuild a board, and I feel like that's why they'll always be so good into this matchup. Especially if they see like a lucky Isho or something on top of it, that could just be game on its own. So.
Yeah, and I think as long as he sees the stage early enough, like the Lucci player, if he sees the stage early enough, then I think he's gonna be all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
if he sees stage, I think he's just coasting.
I think the way that I see it is if the black player sees a lot of top end, whether it be Isho, they need to see at least 2, I think, good 8 cost or higher cards, because if they don't, it becomes at this point so like overwhelming to deal with these 9 cost characters, and that's exactly what we saw happen to the Enel player did win against Lucci earlier because of time, but also because like they just were able to outlast the aggression of Lucci, and they just ran out of gas. And that's exactly what we could see happen here. Is what could happen is our Lucci player can have like a decent start. They could have like 1 Gecko or 1 Isho, rip cards out of their hand. They put the Isho back on their life or Rygo it or something like that. And then, that's when, the Yamato starts coming out, and then the, Ace starts coming out, and they start healing and healing and healing on top of triggers KOing Lucci, triggers KOing Kaku, and they just start losing from that position because they just can't keep bodies on the board to pressure life.
Yeah.
That is how I see Enel beating this matchup. And every time I played against Enel, I haven't had a lot of top end, and that's exactly what, or like consistent removal or consistent, cost reduction. And that's exactly what happened. So starting out strong, you got to spam them. Spam them can search for a Tempest Kick or a 2K, which is obviously huge. There's 1 Gecko, though. Gecko goes down. Thanks for all the follows, by the way, guys. I think we had 20 to 25 follows since we started streaming.
Nice.
Like I said, we're one away from affiliate. Y'all support, obviously, is what makes or breaks MoonLightTCG.com. So as long as we keep getting y'all support, we really appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. Remember to also check out Small Hat Crew and then VV Theory as well. Their YouTube channels and Twitches.
That's right. Support.
Yeah. If he sees Isho into Gecko, it could be really, really rough.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Isho.
If he sees those 2 8-drops in that order.
Yeah, I completely agree.
And does Ryan play the Ishos? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure he does. I think every Lucci player plays at least 1.
They should. In OP07, you absolutely should, because you're going to see Enel.
Yeah.
It even helps against Bonnie,
you
too.
have to. Yeah, it's against Bonnie, it's fantastic. But, like, because you have no consistent, like, because you have no actual searches for top end, you have to hope to draw into it. And the more big guys you play, the easier it is, So he's going to go ahead and play a Frankie right here. This tells you that the Frankie puts in a lot of pressure against the Lucci player if he doesn't actually have anything to kill it. Because, Enel doesn't have a lot of early game plays. right? We saw Enel,
Right.
you know, for the first 5 turns against Whitebeard basically do nothing except for attack really tall. So with the Frankie out, if it survives, if he doesn't want to waste removal on the Frankie, especially if he doesn't have stage, then what could happen is the Frankie can just swing 7, his leader can swing 9, or his leader can swing 7, and he plays like a Shirahoshi blocker. You know, there's a lot of things you can do with this Frankie on your 6 Dawn turn. However, our player on the our Enel player does play the Parasparrow that I know, the 6 cost vanilla.
Yeah.
I know. I learned this the hard way. He plays the Parasparrow. So,
it's also nice, like, getting him to start trashing, like, his cost reduction, right? It's like, hey, do you really want to use your cost reduction on my Frankie?
Exactly.
Be my guest, right?
But
yeah.
he does have the Kaku on curve, which is nice.
That is very nice.
It looks like Enel won the dice roll.
Did he not have enough CP cards to trash that?
Ooh, I don't think so. But
Whoa.
he does. He no longer has access to Gadatsu to KO the Kaku, so that's at least a good sign. But this turn could just be 8-8, put Enel on, or put Lucci on a little bit of a clock here, or it could just be 5-5. You know, attack into or play Parasparrow. If he goes 5-5, the Frankie definitely is dead. I don't think you want to turn this Frankie sideways if it's just going to be a 5, because you want them to actually use, you know, some type of cards to kill the Frankie and not just attacks. So 5 into life here tells me he's going to play the Parasparrow right here, which means the Frankie is probably not actually attacking. If it were up to me, if he had an easy 1k that he's not going to use this game, I would use it. But if he does not have an easy 1k, that is not really what I normally would counter with, depending on what his hand is.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a good way to bring back Kaku. It's a good way to bring back Brook as well. Plus, like, if you can bring back Kaku, you have enough to play like a what is it called, a Tempest Kick as well. And then the Tempest Kick can be comboed with the Kaku and stage and leader to kill, like, what is it, Tempest Kick stage leader is -6, so you can kill a 9 cost, which is a Yamato.
And there's that Parasparrow.
Yeah.
There's the Parasparrow, yep.
I do think it was a bit of a mistake to attack with the Frankie here, though, personally.
No, I agree. I completely agree.
Because, like, if he had stage, I don't think it would have been a mistake, because he could have just killed it in addition to the Parasparrow. But the fact he doesn't have stage means he has to dedicate some type of cards to it. And if he attacks into the Frankie, he's not attacking into life, which is less cards for him. He does mill a stage.
It did connect, by the way, though, the actual Frankie hit. I think he's down to 3 life now, so, you know, which is interesting.
That's fine, though. Like, the thing is, like, attacking into, like, basically you did a 1-for-1 exchange. Like, the Frankie could have been a 2k counter, but now he got a card away from you, like, from your opponent. So it's like you took a card away from yourself and you took away a card from your opponent. But now, not only that, he's also countering to protect the Frankie here.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, yeah.
So this
is like the minute the Frankie turns sideways. Oh, go for it.
Oh, no, I was going to say, like, this is what I don't agree with, because, like, why, like, the win condition for Enel is just to protect your big bodies. Like, the Frankie doesn't matter. Like, once it gets an attack off, just let it go.
But hear me out. He 7 into Frankie, he might be doing this to play around a potential Isho next turn. Because remember, we were talking about how hard that hits, and it's like, hey, well, let me at least get some value from my cards now. And by all means, you know, attack. Okay, he does take that one, though. I do agree with, like, letting that go.
Yeah.
7.
Funny enough, if he would have saved it and then he didn't play a blocker this turn,
major pressure.
Like, I was gonna say he could swing like 999, like he could go crazy, but Lucci is gonna KO it. Yeah, Lucci is gonna KO it. So a 5-7 is smart, by the way, guys. I don't know if you guys saw my video or not, but the reason to go 5k and 7k over 6 and 6 is if you really need to get a character off the board, right? If you go 6 and 6, then you want to get cards out of hand. But 5 and 7 requires more cards out of hand.
Yeah, 3 cards minimum.
Than a 6 and 6. It requires 3.
Yeah.
But you want to go 6 and 6 because most of the time when you're attacking 6 and 6, it doesn't matter if they take the life or not. You're just using it to take cards out of their hand and guarantee that at least the card that it takes out is a 2k if they do counter, or they take 2 life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reason that you would do it right there.
Yeah. Now we're in a really interesting position. It's like, okay, what is he? Is this the 8 Dawn turn for the Enel player? Because I'm thinking,
I think so.
Because this is not really strong Katakuri targets. Like, we don't want to Katakuri any of this crap, you know, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, he knows that.
So
7?
This is 6 Dawn left, so another Parasparrow.
I think so.
Funny enough,
I think so.
Enel can just do that, man. Like, Enel can just play a body and be like, okay, like, do you want to waste your removal on a 6 cost, or do you want to waste your removal on my Yamato?
2k counter, okay.
7 into the Kaku.
Into the 7. Yeah.
Into the Kaku, yeah.
And then the Paro.
Yep, another Parasparrow.
There he is.
Man, and that's costing a lot of cost reduction. You know what I mean? We already had to use a Helmeppo, but I will say Helmeppo is at least a nice one because it's a body.
Yeah,
but,
I do like that.
And he's saving those Tempest kicks, right? You know, our Lucci player knows.
Here's the turn where everything could change.
Sure.
Player on the bottom, the Lucci player does have a decent amount of cards in hand. If he does have an 8 cost here, I do think the game's heavily swung in his favor. If he does not have an 8 cost, I do think the Enel is starting to win this game. Because this game is a lot about, it's not all about tempo, but it's a lot about tempo. So meaning the Lucci player should be able to win the game if they are able to consistently respond to anything the yellow player plays, because a lot of it doesn't actually get a whole lot of value for the Enel player on curve or on play, except for Yamato and Ace. But even then, it's not a whole lot of tempo, because the Enel player, or I'm sorry, the Lucci player, whenever they play something, they're usually establishing a lot of pressure and also removing cards from the board. But if they can't consistently remove cards from the board, then a huge problem starts to occur to them, because they can, you know, eventually get into a situation where they can't actually remove a bunch of big characters at the same time, and they can actually start piercing into their life, piercing into their characters, and making lethal basically impossible.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so 5 into life here tells me he at least has something, right? Something that he's going to play to remove the Parasparrow. Like I said, if he does have an answer for that Parasparrow, he is starting to win this game, because, you know, a 6k, you know, the Helmeppo can, you know, I've won some games from Helmeppo. He can come out.
Sure.
Plus leader. Not seeing stage is rough though.
This could be a Gecko.
I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be Gecko as well.
It could be a Sabo as well, but the Sabo would not nearly as good as Gecko here. Depending on what's in his trash. If he doesn't have anything to KO anything in the trash, he has like, let's see what's in his trash, because he has Suru, we know for a fact, but Suru alone isn't going to minus anything enough for Lucci to kill it. So he has to have Helmeppo and Lucci, which I don't think he has Lucci in his trash.
Yeah, I see a Helmeppo, but I don't see a Lucci. Okay, so Tempest Kick, take him down to 2. Is he going to drop another Lucci maybe? All right, was that tap 1? Oh, that was for the event.
Yeah, so he draw a card. So I think that was his 10th card actually. So he played it right. Gecko. Yep, there it is.
Here's the Gecko, yeah.
There it is. Does he have the Lucci in the trash though? No, he has the Brook though. He's gonna go Helmeppo.
Yeah, he's just gonna go Rebecca Brook.
Yeah, Helmeppo target the Parasparrow, or Rebecca grab Brook play over Helmeppo and then pop it. This is looking almost unwinnable now for Enel. That's the problem, is like I do think Lucci is technically favored in the matchup if they see the removal, but I'm such an unlucky player that I don't think that like I can consistently see it. So like I don't want to play against Enel, you know?
Yeah, and it was smart to not attack him down to 1 there. Like I really like the not attacking. Like, you know, that's like the new thing, right? Against Enel, you don't take him down to 1 unless you're starting to like get desperate. You know, like leave him at 2 so he doesn't get the extra card draw from the Yamato, the Ace, from, you know, get the extra KO and all that. Like I don't know, I just feel like that was definitely the right call there.
Yeah, no, I
could also be reading too much into it, but I feel like from the moment we saw him drop the Rebecca on like turn 2, that kind of told us that he did have a Gecko Moria, because otherwise you would not want to discard Rebecca that early on in the game.
That is true, yeah. But like sometimes you can discard cards out of desperation to not go too low in life. He does play the Katakuri putting the Lucci back in life, so his board pressure is not really there anymore. The only problem with leaving the Enel at 2 is Enel has all the time in the world. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
right.
Yeah. If you leave him at 2, then you're giving him multiple turns to just stack up counter, where they don't have to actually use any cards from their hand to counter anything. And like, of course, they're not getting value from their Ace. They're not getting like heals from like the Yamato, but they can still KO your stuff. Which at the end of the day, you need to kill Enel. Like you don't need to sorry, the word I'm looking for. You don't need to slow down Enel. You don't need to remove their entire board. You need to kill them, because they can kill you before you can kill them a lot of the times, because they just put all of your cards at the bottom of your life, and then stack up bodies. And then if they're killing your Luccis with Yamato, they're killing your, you know, Kakus with triggers, or you know, some other form of, you know, something else, you know, Gidatsu, something like that. Because now look at it, with the life he just gave the Lucci player, his Kaku is now in range of getting Gidatsu'd. So like there's a lot of things that like Enel can do to combat this if the Lucci player is not careful.
I've also been thinking it for a bit, but I'm just gonna say it because I wonder if it is just me. Has anyone else been looking at like bottom camera and been thinking of like Minecraft Steve based off the shirt?
That like aquamarine blue or whatever that is.
Yeah.
That's too funny. Yeah. No, for sure. It's like some type of sea foam or aquamarine looking blue.
It's all I've seen for like the last 10 minutes.
Funny enough, like he does kind of walk like him too.
Oh
Now
no!
that I think about it, he does kind of walk like a Minecraft character.
Well, like with a pickaxe in hand.
Yeah. speaking of pickaxe, guys, I am so caught up on RuneScape recently. I have been like, bro, I literally spent 4 hours doing an agility course last night. Like I need actual professional help. Like I need
Bro.
Yeah.
If you're gonna play an RPG, hop on Path of Exile, man. What are you thinking?
Path of
okay.
Exile.
PoE, bro.
So like
PoE is so
PoE
good.
is it's just too complicated. Like I didn't.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just like a lot. It's a lot to sink your time into, and I don't really like season-based games too much, especially where your character.
Bro.
I don't like season-based
It's
games where your
free.
characters get deleted.
Wizard 101 is right there, Joey.
Yeah, definitely gonna play Wizards 101. Like the reason I don't want to play Once Human right now, because Once Human is a game that is free to play as well, but it's
I heard about that. Yeah.
it's a great it's a fun game. It's like a lot of fun, but like all of
The
your stuff
concept
gets
is good.
deleted at the end of the season, which is
Right.
only 6 weeks long. I'm like, I don't want to grind and then
Wait,
just like
6 weeks?
yeah,
That's
it's 6
it.
weeks. Yeah, it's only
That's kind of
That's way
ass. I'm not gonna lie.
it's horrible,
Way
yeah.
too short.
So it disincentivizes me from playing it because most of my time goes to One Piece, you know. So like I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't justify me playing a game where like 1.5 weeks I'm collecting resources and then like 4 weeks later it's just gone. You know.
Shirahoshi,
Yeah.
by the way.
Shirahoshi trigger, draw 3, trash 2, discarding a You're the One Who Should Disappear, and then an Onami. So the You're the One Who Should Disappear is interesting because it tells you he doesn't have a lot of he either has a lot of counter or he doesn't have a lot of
Top end.
top end. Exactly. Because if you had a lot of top end, you would keep the disappear in case one of them does become dead. But so it tells you maybe a little bit of both. Like he doesn't have counter and he doesn't or he has a lot of counter and he doesn't have a lot of top end, because like realistically, like you're not discarding a 2K off the disappear, so you might as well just trash it.
Whoa.
So
Right.
if he does run out of steam right here, this is a big problem. Does he get to kill the Katakuri though?
Yeah, did that stick? What's going on?
He brings back.
Okay, I guess he was past 6 then. I'm not sure what just happened.
What?
Like
Oh,
what lowered his
Suru.
cost down?
Was it? Oh, it was Suru. Okay, so he
The
played.
Suru minus
so he
2. Okay,
played
yeah,
Rebecca,
yeah.
got back Brooke from the trash, played Suru off of the Rebecca. Off
think.
Rebecca effect. Yeah. No, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Because Brooke plus Suru plus leader is -4, and then he got Brooke back from trash and then trashed the Katakuri. That's what happened.
So, yeah. So right here it's going to be
Another
swing
8,
7.
dude. He does
into
not
an 8.
have.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Maybe he's just 8 is fine
Well,
here because
no.
he has the Shiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the Shirahoshi.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
he did 7 into 6, gives him a 2K counter.
So I assume that's going to be that's into Lucci.
Oh, some kind of confusion there.
Okay.
Because he
said
said Lucci, the
yeah.
leader. Yeah, the leader and the yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, little confusion
Yeah.
there.
Okay, yeah. That's why I don't like how there's like character Lucci, like, you know, character cards and then leader cards of the same character. I think that's like kind of annoying because like it's hard to kind of, you have to like go out of your way to like differentiate them, you know?
Communicate that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can't tell you how many times I've been like, you know, 6 into Lucci and they're like, you know,
It happens a lot with me recently with Bonnie.
yeah.
Oh, with Bond. Yeah.
Yeah. The worst
This
is
would be the
worst
turn to
was
go in,
kid.
by the way.
There's so many kids.
Yeah.
Or like there's so
Yeah.
many laws specifically too. Like there's like blocker law, there's like restand law, there's leader law. Like that was annoying too. And this
I think
guys, this is where like Enel just starts getting in a favorable position because like
Oh yeah.
look, I mean he's starting to run out of cards in hand and like he has 4 life, but like and he has like you know 3 6Ks, but like what is 3 6Ks when they just heal past it? Like they just draw cards, they draw cards, they draw cards.
I like the
It's
5K
just-
attack. Got a 2K counter. I would poke again with that. I would definitely
Yeah.
poke with the what's his name, the Brook.
I think he needs to take this honestly.
Take what's that? Oh, take if he swings 5. Maybe. I would probably get the easy counter out of the way because he knows he's going to do a draw 3 trash 2.
Headless
Okay.
Headless said is it just me, but I've noticed there's less red purple laws and more Enels. I've noticed that as well.
Yeah,
same.
And then Q Universe said there are only so many characters. I think he just told me to call him Q last time, but there are only so many characters in One Piece. It's unavoidable for game design. I guess he was talking about like characters and leaders and things like that. No, I agree.
That's fine.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think I would tend to agree with that. I think that's harder to say for like One Piece, manga that's gone 1,000+ chapters at this point.
Yeah, One Piece, they have so many characters. I feel like it's not. It is unavoidable because, like, of course, some of the characters they use are like the most popular characters in the game, so I can understand that. I have noticed less red purple laws recently, only at a high level. So like at like a big tournament, I've noticed way less red purple laws because it used to be like heavily favored into Enel, and while it still is favored into Enel, they play so many of the fucking like triggers that KO stuff, and they also play Sabo, the starter deck one from the Three Brothers that KOs a 5 cost, and they also play Gadatsu. So it feels like they just have so many options to kill red purple law and like stop their aggression that like it's not as favored as it once was.
I feel like it's the bell curve because I think so. What you said about like the top end or the higher end of player caliber, right? That holds true, but I also think it hits the lower end as well, where it's people that are more focused on like budget and whatnot. Because with us knowing we're getting a ban list in August, I know a lot of people are afraid to build it like as expensive as law for that reason. A lot of people sold it off for that reason.
I agree.
So yeah,
I didn't even think
there's
about
just
that.
like a lot of
is it
factors
confirmed
working against it.
And this is a bad sign, by the way, guys. He's gonna hard play Kaku. Kaku's gonna minus the what is it called, down to 5, the
Katakuri.
The Katakuri, and then with 5 Dawn, how is he? Oh, I'm sorry, minus it down to 3 now. So he's gonna play another Kaku right here. So he's gonna trash the Brook and play another Kaku.
And now that board is disgusting. Now I will say, but
it is a big board, but he only has 2 cards in hand. So can he capitalize on is the question.
This should be the ace turn right here. I would imagine.
Yes,
I agree. If Ace is around, if he can get an Ace or a Yamato here, he can pop one of the Luccis, or actually pop one of the Kakus and swing into the Lucci. He only has like 2 or 3 cards in hand, and he just had to use a 2K to get rid of that. So you can tell he's just running out of removal,
If he could pop a Kaku and beat over the other Kaku, I think they'd be even better. Unless there's already a Lucci in trash, then who cares?
Well, that's what you do. Yeah, you pop the Kaku and then you swing into the other Kaku, and then here's the Ace right here. This is bad. This is bad. Zam said if the leaders are all the cool characters and they didn't repeat them, then you just be playing the lame ass characters. That's fair. That's completely fair. And that's what
whoa. We also have to look at it like this though. We have 2 Luccis. Meanwhile, Robin's just getting a leader, and there are Straw Hats that don't have a leader yet.
I agree with what Chris just said. Like we have so many cool characters that like don't have leaders. Like we don't have a Frankie leader. We don't have a Bartolomeo leader. Bro, I love Bartolomeo. Bartolomeo should have been the first blocker leader in my opinion.
I think so too.
Yeah,
he should have been.
Bartolomeo is like one of my favorite characters. I love Bartolomeo. He's such a meat rider, bro. I love him.
All bro does is glaze.
Bio Mojo said, "Is that the VV theory?" It is the VV theory, bro. He's the GOAT, bro.
The real?
Yeah, the real VV theory. I miss you guys, bro. We all got to go to a regional, bro. You guys remember when we were at Kissimmee? That was a lot of fun.
Oh, that was fun.
Even though none of us played, it was chill to just like hang out. And I was also tilting because I was on like 1 hour of sleep.
Yeah, that was good times.
So what do you do here as a Lucci player? Do you just put all 10 down on your Kaku and swing 16 into the Ace? That's honestly not a bad idea.
I think so.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
like if you have no plays, you have 3 life left. Like stall until you can get a Sabo. I feel like 16 into Ace is actually not a bad play here. Like it's
I like it a lot.
He has 4 cards in hand. It's a great
4
equalizer.
in hand. Absolutely.
I'm a big fan of it because there is always the potential. He only has 4 cards in hand. You likely do take the Ace, and if he does play another Ace, you've only made one body vulnerable that turn to be beaten over.
Exactly. So and you take 3 cards out of his hand if you go into the Ace, but he does go 5 into life. Funny enough, like putting 10 down on something and attacking into a big character is usually not the right play, but in this situation right here, I think it actually is because
I think so.
Because both players are running out of cards, and you're not giving him any cards from life, whereas here you are giving him cards from life. If he does counter this though, he definitely should go for Ace.
Well, yeah, because he has a 4-card hand. So if he were to go 10 down on that Kaku swing at that Ace, that would be all 4 of his cards.
He's considering lethal too right now. Like I know that sounds crazy, but like he was getting 2K counters.
Okay, now you go all.
Oh man.
All 10, well, baby. Do it. Oh, he did it! We got observation hockey, baby. Yep. We got observation hockey, baby.
Smash.
Let's go. I'm telling you, bro. This guy, bro, I've coached him so much. He knows, bro. He knows my brain. He knows my mindset. He knows my freaking mindset. Triggers a Frankie. Oh my god, bro. I love the way Ryan plays, dude. Fuck yes.
Swinging.
What
All
a
right,
smart play, dude.
It's getting dangerous now, though. It's getting really dangerous.
Hey, thanks
All
for
right,
the
so-
follow, Phantom Wizard. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
So choosing the trigger draw
Trigger and
first.
double Frankie. That
Getting
means
that.
that's 2 less 2Ks in hand, though. That is a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
more
But
attackers
he
than the
can
board.
clap back at the board, which is huge.
Yeah.
So this is a huge tempo swing as well. Even if he doesn't
It
have
is.
If he, funny enough, if he plays like a Katakuri, if he plays a Katakuri, he can go 2 6s with Frankie and leader and leave another Frankie active. But if he plays an ace here, these Frankies don't actually matter.
That's what I was gonna say, because I think the biggest swing he's expecting to see this turn is a 7K, so his board should just stick. Assuming he, plays a body 2 heal, which I feel like he kind of has to. So
Well, he'll probably. I mean, I don't know what he has in hand, obviously, but I think it's gonna be a Yamato or an ace here. So you can go 5 into the little Kaku, then one of these other Kakus are going away, and then he just
Yeah.
has 3 bodies left, and he's gonna get 2 life. I mean, this is where Enel kind of stabilizes.
I think if
don't
the
It
Lucci,
depends. If
shouldn't
he
have
doesn't
attacked in the
heal
life.
here, there is a chance for him to lose. Actually, never mind.
Yeah.
No.
the-
If he goes all in with like,
Oh.
if he goes like,
Here's a
8 8
7.
8, if
Yep.
he goes 8 8 8 with the Frankie, he doesn't need to heal here. Gives him a 1K.
Does he have another?
If he goes,
No,
if he
this
has a
is Yamato,
Katakuri,
right?
he automatically wins.
I think this is Yamato.
If this was a Yamato, he would only put the Dawn on his
No.
leader. No reason to turn the Frankie sideways.
Well, he can still swing 5 into the Kaku, the little Kaku.
Oh yeah, the little, well
that's
yeah.
true.
But I'm
It's just-
saying,
I think.
yeah, I guess
Mhm.
you're right. What's up, Chris?
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I was saying earlier when I said like the biggest swing we're gonna see from this turn would be a 7K, because we do know at minimum 8 of his Dawns being committed to a top end body to heal alive.
Exactly.
Here we-
And this
we
5K
go.
into the Kaku tells me that that is the case.
Oh, does he
Yeah.
have another Katakuri?
So, I think he
almost-
missequenced. If he has a Katakuri here, I feel like the game is completely not in Lucci's favor anymore unless he draws into a Gecko or
Yeah.
something. So, funny
Oh,
enough, I
9.
think he did missequence the attacks right there. A Yamato. Yamato's going to go
think
ahead and
so.
pop the Lucci. It's the only way he can pop.
Yeah.
And now we're at 3. Now we have 3 attacks into 2 life for Enel. This is
5.
an ugly spot.
Yeah.
5 at face. He's going to take this to
I
draw
think,
for sure.
I
Oh,
think you
ooh,
should have taken this for sure.
I would have taken. Yeah.
Unless you don't, unless
So would
you
I.
have something, unless you have like a Gecko already or like some
Maybe
type
he
of
has a
top end.
Gecko. Yeah.
You have to take that. So
Okay.
so I do think he missequenced the attack. By the way, I think he should have attacked 5 into Kaku first before committing the Dawn
Yes.
into Lucci. Because if he gave the
I see what you're saying.
if he gave you the 1K for the Kaku, then you put the Dawn on the Lucci and swing for 6K. I think you attack Kaku twice before you attack into the Lucci. Personally,
I agree. I think you should always go sudden encounter. I think it's because they weren't around to play into Gores, lowest to highest
yeah,
all the
Gore,
time. Bro.
yeah, and Trigodia.
Yeah.
So he goes 5 into the Frankie. Frankie goes down 6 into Frankie, I assume.
Yeah, he said
Frankie
you
goes
can have
down.
those. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
acting as 2K counters now. Like he'll take
Yeah.
that.
4 cards
Oh,
in hand.
man.
Does he
The
have?
Enel player.
Does he have it?
Does he have a way to get rid of this Yamato?
Again,
Yeah,
okay,
okay.
there he goes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, bro,
So he's
this
at-
game has been a back and forth. This has been a really good game so far.
This has been a great game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Lucci player, I gotta commend him. He's been doing all of it without stage.
Exactly. No, it's.
Oh man. Yeah. If it
definitely,
was stage.
definitely playing resourceful. He's going a value Gecko. Oh, never mind.
What does he have on the? What is that? A Shirahoshi?
Oh, is he killing the
on there now?
Shirahoshi? Is he
I-
minusing
Oh.
Spandine?
Oh no, it was that, right? So he did the minus. Where's the minus going? That's my question.
Yeah. Is he going to? Is he going to
Yeah.
Shirahoshi?
I think the Shirahoshi.
It has to be going to the Shirahoshi because he didn't Tempest Kick. If he Tempest Kick,
Right.
You can't pop otherwise.
well, yeah, you can't. Even with Tempest Kick, you can't pop it. You can't pop Yamato.
Lucci. All right, what's going on here? Now Dawn 3. I just don't know where this is going, unfortunately. Maybe he's saying the
It has to
Shirahoshi
be the Shirahoshi.
because he's not even close to the Yamato, right? Because he only got the
Right.
Helmeppo in the Leer attack.
Yeah, this has to be. He's pointing at the Yamato. I think he's saying you said Yamato. Okay.
Yeah, maybe he meant to
Okay,
say
cool, cool, cool.
Shirahoshi. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
I think that was a little bit of a mistake personally. If it were me, I would have gotten the Spandam from the Rebecca search because like he's already been through like 3 Katakuris. It's like unlikely he's gonna find a 4th one, honestly, and Yeah, I think it's better just to get that one card from the Spandam. Dig a little bit deeper in your deck, trying to find some cards. The thing is, he already is down
Sure.
3 Geckos, though. He has a Gecko at the bottom of his life. He milled a Gecko off his first Spandam search, and then he has a Gecko here. So he only has 1 Gecko left. He still probably has... we know for a fact he plays Sabo. We saw it in one of his feature games against... was it Gecko? And
I think so.
We're not sure if he plays Isho or not, or how many he plays. So we will see how many.
Yeah, I know he's running the 8-call Sabos. Of course, he's running the Geckos. It makes me wonder, like, maybe he didn't have enough room for the Isho in this list.
Yeah, everyone
That
plays
could
Lucci a
potentially
little
be
bit
it.
different. The thing about Lucci is one of the only meta decks where like the ratios are actually really weird, and it's hard to actually account for like how much top end is left in the deck.
Right. So 7. Okay, 8 Dawn active. Are we about to see another Gecko go back to top of life here?
That would be fun.
Where is this?
I was saying
I
it's
think so.
unlikely he has a Katakuri, and then he just has another Katakuri.
So 7 into Kaku, by the way.
Oh no, you don't block that. You don't block
And then
that.
9 into Kaku. Yeah. Yeah, don't give him the Lucci
Yo, that
back.
means his
Don't let
hand
him-
must be dead. That hand must be dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why I recommend getting the Spandam, because like the Katakuri, like if he has the Katakuri, then like he has the Katakuri, but he's already been through like 3 of them at this point, right?
I
Yeah.
believe so, yeah. Yeah,
Oh
another
my
one.
God.
Yeah.
And then
So that
Yeah.
Gecko's going back. And I'm sure he's even saving the Geckos for, or I mean, excuse me, the Katakuri's for the Geckos.
Funny
Yeah,
enough,
it's ju-
if this
it's
game
just a
does
one-to-one
go,
answer.
if this game does go into time, I do think that our Lucci player might win it then.
Do we
Yeah.
know what the timer's currently up?
They started at. Ooh, I don't know. Let me check. They started at 12:06, so and it's 35 minutes. Our judge is typing in the chat right now, so I think he's gonna say 7 minutes left. 7 minutes left in the round. What a clutch performance by our judge right there. By the way,
What a
thank
judge,
you
dude.
so much to our judge. Legit vocals in the Discord. I thought my friend who's a judge was going to be able to judge for us, but he couldn't do it for us. So last minute, our judge in the chat was able to step in and handle everything for us. So appreciate you, bro. Obviously, we're also compensating him too. By the way, guys, if you guys qualify for this
exposure.
tournament, we'd love for you guys to play in it. We are going to be lowering the price for the next tournament because we've heard feedback that the $30 price range is a little bit too expensive. The thing was, like, what I wanted to do was I wanted to have like a big entry but also big payout, but I think more people would prefer like a medium entry with like a more medium payout, and that's totally fair. So we're gonna be lowering the entry a little bit, and we want this to be eventually like you know as many players as we possibly can. Like if this can be like a mini nationals, that'd be awesome. So if you guys have if you guys have any friends that qualify, we'd love to have you guys in here.
Always. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always welcome the new players. Or what? Not new players. I mean, new people to the tournament. And real quick, 1.24 has been released. Okay, so for those who play on the sim, okay, download it now before it hits its little cap. Okay, for those who are not aware how that works.
1.24.
1.24a.
Blurple Croc playable? Is that what I'm hearing?
The question
The
is, when are we
Blurple
going to get an
Croc patch.
official simulator by Bandai? Oh my god.
Thank
This
you.
game
Oh,
is,
an online client? Yeah.
This game is completely over. Yamato popped.
Oh
the-
my god, look at the board state.
Yeah.
Yeehaw, dude. This is it.
It's over.
And
Enel.
call me crazy because I literally said Enel is favored into Lucci for this exact same reason. This guy saw 2 Geckos and he still like can't even win this game. Like
Wait, I don't think they're
Whoa,
gonna
but
get
remember, we do
this
have to say, we do also have to acknowledge though that the Lucci player also did have the misfortune of not finding the stage, which
Yeah,
is
the
one of the
stage
things
was
that makes us a
pivotal.
bad matchup.
Yeah, the stage was absolutely pivotal to
but the
to
problem
Lucci
is
being able to win.
the problem is this deck is so inconsistent that like you can't account for seeing stage. So if you need stage
Yeah.
to win this matchup and you don't see it, then I don't think this matchup's favored. Like if one card makes or breaks this matchup, I don't think it's favored.
I do think that's kind of Lucci to a T in general, though.
Yeah,
Also,
Lucci has the highest
yeah.
top. It has the highest ceiling, but like one of the lowest floors.
I think he's like the least consistent of our meta leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah, chat says Enel hit hella good triggers, high roll Enel and low roll Lucci. That's fair. Phantom Wizard said the Enel player also saw its top end. I've had matches so hard versus Lucci because sometimes you just don't see the answers to the Gecko. That's fair. He did see double Katakuri for the double Gecko, which is
Yeah.
good. But I feel like because Enel has so much draw power, I feel like they just get it, you know? They like always have it.
Yep.
So hard play Spandine. Span 9 gonna play the Lucci, I assume, but he's gonna play it rested is the problem. So like, what is that realistically gonna do?
It does what it wants.
He's gonna kill
Stellar.
he's gonna kill the Flampe. Yeah, it's not really exactly what you want to see here.
Unfortunate.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, I do think this was still like a really good game. I didn't think
wait,
there were.
he killed the Katakuri actually. He killed the Katakuri.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
So he swung 12 into Katakuri. Played the Spandam killed the played the Lucci, which means he's gonna attack into the Lucci with the Yamato, which I guess is not his life. I mean, there's still a chance for him to win in time.
Yeah, it's also because like for the Lucci player, because like I was saying, one of the strengths of like Black into Yellow was 8-drop Geckos, a 1-card, build a board, right? But I believe we've already seen he's milled 1 and the other 2 are at the bottom of his life, so the odds of finding that third are rough.
Yeah. So he milled 1 off Spandam. He milled a Sabo off Spandam too. We just saw him put it back off Lucci, which is a problem. So he put back a Sabo. He obviously has a Gecko. He milled a Gecko. He has 2 Geckos in his life. So this means he's definitely down at least 5 top end cards. And our yellow player is smart. He's not going to attack into the Geckos. He's not going to give him life from Gecko, like the Gecko life, until it's too late.
Until he can kill him.
Yeah. Or like whenever he gets off Gecko, doesn't matter. So he's gonna swing into the Lucci. Lucci's gonna die. Play Gadatsu, pop the Spandam. So that's just another body gone, and just pass.
This is still really, really rough.
Because
I don't know how long ago I asked, but I believe you said 7 minutes done. I can only imagine what the timer's currently at. With the Lucci being at 4. That's
and guys, this is also being a temporary starve. But we have 2 minutes left in the game until overtime starts. And guys, this is what we call a temporary starve. And there's the other Gecko. Oh my god, that's the last.
Wow,
Gecko.
you actually found it.
No, like the last Gecko.
Oh no, he milled it.
Yeah,
oh my
god.
Oh no.
Yeah. So guys, this is what we call a temporary starve. A temporary starve is when your opponent's running out of resources and you take a little bit of time while you're ahead and not worried about dying to develop a board that when you give them resources, it doesn't matter because it's too late to actually deal with the repercussion, like with the board that they established.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you can do at this point. You just milled the other Gecko. The fourth Gecko was actually just him
Gotta play something though.
The fourth Gecko, yeah, you have to play something, but the fourth Gecko was basically his only chance, unless he has Isho, but even then Isho is like not really ripping any cards out of his hand.
Yeah.
Phantom Wizard said he also doesn't want him to let him to attack into the Yamato. Completely fair. I completely get that. It's a little bit of both, right? It's a little bit of temporary starving. It's a little bit of like not turning a character sideways because he's just gonna attack into it like he's been doing. So it's a little bit of both. What's up?
What is going on now?
I think he's just looking at like cards and trash. I think he's asking for like cards and trash or something. I'm not sure.
So because we gotta get this. No stalling here. Let's play.
Rebecca. I mean, honestly, stalling is kind of like attack. Like if you're in a regional and like not like playing slow on purpose, but like if you're ahead on life and like time is coming up, then like I don't think it's a problem to like acknowledge that like the only way for you to win is to
slow play.
Like not slow play, but block her up. That's not a bad thing to say.
Okay.
Now I've like never won in time because like my games always like never like they barely ever go into time. Well, I'm sorry, I won in time one time against a black yellow Luffy player, but like I didn't lose in time. I didn't win in time. I killed him like basically like as time was expiring.
All right, so right here.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's going to go to time and then it's going to be another life game or whatever?
I'm saying if you are in a regional and you have like a huge life advantage to your opponent.
But I mean this game. I'm saying like the game we're in right now. There's like 1 minute left, right? Not even.
It could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I think the judge just came in. The chat talked about time.
Is that the judge? Wait. Is that another one you know?
What?
Is that's the judge?
Yeah, that's our judge. Yeah.
Our judge. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was David.
No, he's flying right now. He's flying.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what I'm saying. Is like if you recognize that you are winning in life, there's nothing wrong with playing to that because like that's is still a win condition. I'm not saying to play slow, but
right. So he's going to probably swing for 5 here, and then he's going to ace, and then go 9-10, and it should be like a tie game at that point. He's just trying to be able to play, unless he doesn't have ace. Wait, so swing 7.
No, 8. This is going to be a Katakuri, probably. So 7 into, I assume, the Kaku. Why does everyone tell me to stop telling people to win in time? That is a strategy, bro. That is a strategy.
Bro.
Fuck you guys.
So we've seen on stream 2 Lucci's versus Enels. The first one was a game that Lucci realistically, would have won if had it not been for time rules. The second victory looks like it's going to be 2 Lucci abusing time rules. So, I mean,
No, Lucci
factoring in time. Maybe Lucci. No, that's what I said. Lucci lost
life?
thanks to time.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is not good.
That's crazy.
It's
No,
not-
that can't.
Hold on, I want to address Alchemist in the chat real quick, or if that's how you say it. It's not scummy to recognize that you have 5 life, your opponent has 1 life, and if there's like 2 minutes left and you're losing, you play towards your advantage. Okay, you're just trolling. Okay, cool. I was getting actually tilted.
I could tell.
Yeah. I think as long as you're not like literally trying to slow play,
if you're
you know
slow
what I mean?
playing, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
good.
Cool.
I play fast, man. Good night. I try to play fast.
I say, no, Alk's cool.
attacking into the Yamato for 15k. This is I've never seen so many games go into time before. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I was actually getting tilted right there.
Bro, you're about to pop off.
Because I was like, because Alchemist is usually cool. So I'm like, what is this guy's
That's what I was
fucking
gonna say.
problem?
Because I was like, Alk's chill. I remember shared a BMU with him in Cali.
Yeah.
Bros.
Confirmed.
Isn't his villain arc?
I was like, what is this guy talking about, bro? What's this guy?
Straight
what's
villain
this
arc.
bloke going on about, bro? Oh man, I think this is gonna go into time. I think this is.
He's like, I just can't stand this Heart Pirates guy.
Yeah, he tells everybody to slow play.
He turned on me, bro. He turned on me.
Oh, he countered out. He just did a full counter out of that. Okay.
He just has to try,
Top deck mode.
But
Here
he does have a blocker though, so he's just like, bro. You know what he needs? He needs Tropical Torment and Soul Pocus. That's what he needs right now.
That's the play. Swing 7. All right, here we go. Blocker.
This might be the
then
world's
take
slowest
2.
2 minutes.
Full counter. Block out of 1.
That's
Yep.
a block. Yep.
Oh my god, bro.
9.
The
4.
win in time is crazy, bro. He had 5 life. That's never
Oh,
mind.
and he had. Well, no. See, the Enel
Now he
still
has
would have
3,
done
yeah.
80.
That didn't matter, yeah.
Yeah.
GG. Man, it stinks having to go to time like that, but it was a really good game.
Yeah, it does suck going to time like that, but yeah, this was a good game between 2 really good players. So, I'm happy my Jacksonville people succeeded.
I think it may be worth considering maybe removing time for grand finals for
think
future
so?
tournaments. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. So
Only for the grand finals
Only
because
for
it
the
is
grand
such a relevant match. Because that game was really, I mean, it was still pretty close, even though it was kind of crazy on the board.
Okay, yeah. We're always looking for feedback, so yeah, we should definitely do that next time. I agree. Cool. That was it, guys. That was it for our tournament. That was the last round. We'll post the standings on the Discord. We'll obviously make a YouTube video about it. We're gonna repost the matches as well on the YouTube. Do you guys have anything to say? Anything you guys want to talk about?
Maybe.
Just check out the channel, guys. And
Check out the channel.
Of course, the VV Theory channel and the Small Hat Crew channel. But I gotta say this. Hey, one more thing. Any of my Flesh and Blood players, I did start up a second YouTube channel, guys.
Really?
Crazy.
If you guys just want to hear his voice, like now you have 2
if y'all
channels
love
to
the
do so.
sound of my voice, yeah.
Yeah.
Now that one's not gonna be as crazy, by the way. I'm gonna only do like 1 or 2 videos a week on that one.
Yeah, Small Hat Crew, we are starting up the Small Hat Local again. Yeah, that's the weekly tournament. Yeah, so we're gonna be hosting it every Sunday. If you're not, you just have to be a member of the Discord. You just have to be in the Discord to participate in it. So the first one comes back this Sunday. Entry is only $6, and maybe if you're not 2200 MR or a serial holder or something, that may be the tournament for you to participate in. So, yeah, Small Hat Crew. Anything you wanna shout out, Joey, while you have this chance?
Yeah, thank you for allowing me to use your platform. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys. Obviously, MoonLightTCG.com. Check it out for tournament results. Check it out for getting discounts on hotels. We're adding a couple discounts for hotels coming up in August, if you're going to any of these tournaments in like Cali or Peoria or something like that. Check it out for the pro circuit, of course, and then to get some playmats. We're also getting some binders pretty soon for pre-order. So just check it out for that. Make sure to check out VV Theory, Small Hat Crew. Love these guys to death. Thank you guys for your support. Give us a follow if you guys haven't already. And pretty soon we'll have Prime subs enabled. And then if you guys want to give us your Prime sub, if you're not using it, then we'd love that too. Funny enough, a lot of people do have Prime subs that they just don't use. So we'd love that.
Yeah.
Or if you want to give it to Chris from the Small Hat Crew, you can do that too. A win's a win for my brother as well.
Yeah. When there's a high tide, all boats rise.
You're such a wise man. Such a wise man.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you later. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Peace.
Peace.
See you guys.